the link. I will throw the link around. Give me a second just to make sure that all the volume stuff is working. If it was working before I throw the link around, because that would be extremely embarrassing to have that happen again.
Loaded.
Okay, yep, looks like audio should be working. That's good to see. I'll be throwing the links around as we wait for Sylvan to get hearing from you to unmute herself.
We are going to commit so many crimes.
You do that. You say that every
None of this
session.
is illegal.
According to the
By the way,
dragons,
do we think Odoheim has either surveillance or spies in the city?
we will burn that bridge when the session properly starts.
Yeah. Yeah. Just that kind of came up while I was writing the speech, and
We will burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay. Looks like the stream is working in the right name. That's good to see. You guys have no idea how much of a pain in the ass it is to change a stream title midstream. It is such an annoying thing to do.
Get janked.
I think I dodged most of the jank this time, actually.
had to jinx it.
Wait, shit, you're right. Fuck. Where the fuck is the here? Down here.
Wait, I will boot up Genshin and start the preload.
Behold, I return.
Hi, Mio. I think we're just waiting on Sylvan now to get here before we kick things off properly. I will note we are technically live right now.
Yeah, you were weirdly loud today, so turning your volume down a bit here.
What?
You were just weirdly loud.
I think that might be on your end.
Yeah, that might be on your
No,
end.
that's why I said I turned the volume down a bit.
Alright, everyone ready to kill another Arcdragon.
You need to,
This session is just arcade crap.
you need to do the fallout of the thingamajiggy first.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too long though. I would like to actually.
Wait, is that my music or is that your guys' music? Give me a second.
I'm not hearing any music. So, there is actually a lot of RP scenes we need to cover.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out where the music is coming from. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm having an issue on my end.
So what were you saying, Rob?
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what. Why is this playing
I asked
music?
what Miho. Not you. Basically, all we have to cover is the aftermath of what just happened, and then last bits of prep from Marineford.
I still can't believe you're calling it that.
Look, be glad I didn't go with the very first draft before I realized I could do the pre-prepared teleport circle.
What was the first draft? I'm scared.
Well, did you know that we are not going to have humans on these ships?
I mean, your guys are gonna be on this ship. Your guys are...
No, we're launching from Tokyo Tower.
Fair.
But anyway, if we don't have humans, they don't need to be above water.
Yes, they do. I'm going to say they have to be above water for the guns to work.
Close? I didn't say they needed to be above. They could be underwater the whole time. I was talking about pulling the Whitebeard maneuver of hidden ship surprise from the depths.
Why are you like this?
That feels like something right out of fucking Ace Combat.
It really does.
I mean, no, that is literally how the Whitebeards entered the Paramount War. They cloaked their ships in the stuff that lets you go undersea, and then they just snuck up in the middle of the bay.
Okay, throwing that towards Sylvan. Sylvan, as I was going
I
to say.
But I
don't
decided
honestly remember if it was even established before they emerged out of the sea this way that if One Piece had even established by then that you could go to your ship
yes, they
itself that
have.
lets it go underwater.
Remember, the Paramount War was after Sabaody.
Yeah, I know that established that these special bubbles exist, but I don't remember if they actually established that they let ships go underwater.
No, they definitely established that because the whole point of 3D, as in 3 days, was meet up once the Sunny's coated.
Anyway, so
What fucking nonsense are you people talking about now?
One
One
Piece is
Theories
versus the
going on
plan.
about One Piece.
Anyways, hey Zal, hey Adiri, thank you for making this stream. We just waiting on Sylvan to get here. Just
What?
word for how long it's gonna take him to get here, and then we'll get this party started. Like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, we can wait that long then.
Yeah,
Keep going here.
I was going to say, yeah, like they definitely did cover the whole thing that you can coat ships. That was kind of a big part of Sabaody.
You fuckers are not doing any crimes before the session starts. Also, fun fact: do I know how many maps the Yodaheim mission is currently? 4. This is factoring in the
That's a
bullshit.
lot of map.
This is factoring in the bullshit you pulled out.
You're expecting us to do something stupid to get through one?
So what I'm thinking is we put a really big drill on the Prometheus.
Where the fuck could you even get a drill like that? You are not turning the
You do realize
Prometheus
that
into
he
a
has
fucking
legal
noggin. You
obligations
are
if
not
we
doing
put a
that. No
drill on the
spiral power.
Prometheus.
You are not allowed to have spiral power.
Isn't that kind of what Lucine's doing?
No, you're giving the universe
If
cancer.
you
That's
squint.
complete. Anyways, no. Your thing is completely different. It is not spiral power. Anyways, I am very impatient tonight. Give me a sec check as I check the Discord again.
Yeah, but it will be funny to just drill through all the walls.
That'll still make that'll still take time. Time will be your enemy when in that fight. That's all I'm going to say.
That is true. The less time it takes to get in and going, the more chance our ships survive and can be used as to aid the rituals.
Uh-huh. Yep, because of that, and
I don't
like
know if
you have to remember the flagship of the Ark Dragon Pollution's fleet is a amalgamation of all the ships that were blown up in Bikini Atoll. That's like 52. That's like I think that's literally like almost 100 ships. If I remember the exact, I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head. Give me a second to double check.
Yep, which is why we are stunning. Which is why we're relying on the thermobaric bomb to fucking stun it for a while,
It
giving
is
our ships time to
95
even
boats
the
worth of.
odds.
It is 95 boats worth of hull, engine, and gun. Your, your ships will be outgunned.
Oh yeah, which is why we're stunning it first.
Yeah,
So our ships have better guns by
it
a
has more
lot.
quantity is a quality all on its own, especially when they're dragging back bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for Sylvan to get here. It's been 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to double check on the Discord now because I'm feeling very impatient tonight.
But yeah, like there are, and Miho will rip you a new one over this probably at some point. Our ships are over 50 years newer than everything at Bikini Atoll.
Your ships are newer.
What? No, if we're getting modern vessels that sunk, yes, they are newer by over 50 years. By a
No, I was
significant...
saying Neil was going. I was saying you were going to give Coast shit if she about something involving the ship's age because both Coast and I probably missed some massive technology that would do something important in those 50 years.
Oh my
Yes, like
god. How
missiles.
does... Okay. Okay. World War II fleet goes against a modern. The World War II fleet is dead before it knows what's... That
Yeah,
is
it's
how
dead
it
before it even
yeah.
gets in gun range.
No, it's dead before it understands what... Like, you guys don't understand how fucking beyond bust a modern fleet because you never see it in action.
Yeah, I know.
We do not have a full fleet.
Yeah, I know modern fleets are bullshit.
Carrier outranges literally anything the other fleet has. Carrier every ship in the text or the other fleet has.
You're cutting in and out.
It's okay, Mia.
Okay, dear.
Don't worry about it. Essentially, the answer to the question of does a modern fleet destroy a World War II fleet is why is this a question? The answer is yes. The only scenario in which a World War II fleet has a chance in hell against a modern fleet is if you somehow, some way, put them right next to the modern. Then the modern fleet actually loses because, well, they don't have armed women.
And
But
Who Close is right next to?
oh god,
I don't know naval combat distance.
yes, it's really annoying that you keep doing stuff for rule of cool that you don't actually know what you're doing with. Really fucking irritating to have to be consulted last second for this stuff.
I
27
was not
nautical
inviting this
miles.
as a consultation.
Shut. 27 nautical miles is maximum range for a battleship, essentially. Modern battle. Not 1940s battleship. Specifically Yamato and Iowa. Those are the only two ships that have the range to hit that far. Iowa has the accuracy consistently that far. Yamato can, but will struggle a lot more. This goes for their entire class.
makes sense.
A Tomahawk missile, just as a random example, has an excess of 100 kilometers. Sorry, not 100. It's 100 nautical. You just die to modern ships. I'm really sorry to say if you use anything. You just have missile spam kill you, or you have aircraft drop cruise missiles on you, or you have aircraft drop JDAMs on you, or the list kind of just goes on. Modern weaponry is so much better than the weaponry of World War II that it genuinely isn't even funny. There's a strong argument you can make that a single army formation from the modern era could completely stomp the entirety of the combatants of World War II. And
Ah,
you wouldn't even be laughed out of the room by claiming that. Modern technology is extremely good at what it does. We are very, very, very good at killing each other. That is kind of a thing humans are good at.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I will note I don't know what classes of ship we could find because I could not. I attempted to search and could not find anything detailing what the fleet composition is in Naples.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. You're not supposed to know. Generally, the fleet composition of a carrier strike group is, as a general rule, two nuclear submarines, two nuclear attack submarines, specifically not ballistic submarines. The difference is one carries
Nukes.
ballistic missiles. Attack submarines do not carry
Ah,
ballistics. They carry cruise and torpedoes. So you have two SSM. You have a two or one to three squadrons.
hey, Sylvan.
of destroyers, which is about 8 at most, I believe. 8 to
We are not
12.
using the nuclear subs for
So
power interaction reasons.
I'm going to.
What?
It's time to start
We
assessing.
Why
can't.
are
We don't want to use nuclear.
Everyone,
nuclear subs don't always carry nukes? It just means that they're powered by a nuclear reactor.
so
That's still sufficiently concerning against the radiation arc dragon.
we'll
Okay,
put a
then
pin.
you can't use the carrier either.
We'll put a
Oh,
pin
that
in
is
this.
powered by a nuclear reactor?
We'll put a pin.
Yes!
Sorry, shutting up.
We'll put a pin in this for
Stop interrupting me.
later. It's time. Sylvan's here. It's time for the coast to start assessing. So, hey, what? Glad you can make it. Hey, everyone. I'm Coast that does the coast. Arcos, the coast that does the most. With me tonight are Io, our local sword fox, played by Mio, our local expert on all things related to the military.
He's deafened at the moment.
She's deafened at the moment. Okay, I'll start with you then, Lucine. With me tonight we have Lucine, the greatest pain in my ass, played by Iridium Sky.
Uh-huh.
You are very impressive at doing what you do, and it is very much a problem for me. Anyways, the next thing. Then we have Astley, our local NG/mech pilot, played by Taco Cat.
Hello.
Then we have Kirov, our local guy with the guns, FPS protagonist, all around face tank of the party, played by Atomic Taco, aka Mon.
I'm going to do so many crimes.
It's not crimes if you win. Then we have Sienna Rin, our resident dark mage turned succubus, and all around second biggest pain in my ass after Lucine.
Greetings and hello.
It is a Mio still deafened. Let me double check. Give me a second to check Discord.
She is still deafened.
Miho is. You heard me talk earlier. She's currently deafened right now. Now, give me a second to check on her. Give me a second. Uh, uh, last time on Drakopocalypse, the party averted an assassination attempt on both Io's life and the life of the leader of their new allies, acting President Kenji of Kyoto. The dragon cultists showed up and tried to shoot them all to death. The party objected to that and murdered the dragon cultist, but not before they knocked me on to negative HP. So we ended the session of her passing the fuck out. Give me a second.
By the way, how many hit dice did the brute dragon have?
Uh, you're not stealing its blood. Miho needs medical attention.
We don't need to. We have full control of the corpse. We can get the blood later.
Fine. Give me a second to pull open the stat block in a new window. Too many hit dice. 18.
Okay, Sylvan, that's 9 for you, and 9 for me.
Nice.
I'm going to cast
Arky.
Animate Dead on it to get a skeleton.
Hold it.
Can we please focus on the fact that Miho is currently unconscious and character needs medical attention?
Oh, this is after we deal with it.
And Miho just left the R20. Give me a second.
She said give her a few seconds.
Okay,
It is
I
an
did.
RP session, Coast.
I did not see that in the Discord. I'm sorry. I'm just. I just had a day. So, back and under Kyoto. Give me a second to just find the right music. What do I want to use? Yeah, this one works. So. The entire party, besides Miho, is currently being checked over by the medics. Checked over by the medics is quickly rush back to the government area. Kenji is off. There's like 5 of the Japanese self-defense guys in front of Kenji's office, and they very rarely let you all inside. Kenji's collapsed into his chair and breathing heavily as you all come in. Did you get them all?
5.
5?
5.
Fucking 5.
Lucian is visibly stealing glances to the door where EO is currently. Where EO is somewhere in a medical bed.
Yep. Is EO okay or fuck? The morale is
He'll recover.
okay. Not dead or a dragon. Good. Oh, this was a clusterfuck. Okay. So, from what we can tell happened, the call attempted to breach using the Layla. The call attempted to. He stopped someone to catch his breath. Send a man with a bomb strapped to his chest underneath the Draconite bomb strapped to his chest. Underneath the stand I was doing the speech on the lane lines. Thankfully, the wards caught that and dumped him into the power station. Two of them then attempted to take sniper shots on me and Aya. Well, it's not while that failed, they, along with 3 others, moved in to attempt to do the deeds themselves. How many of the cultists are dead?
I believe, close out of character. None made the teleport away, right?
One of them did.
One of their bodies got sucked away. You killed that guy, his body got sucked away.
One of them teleported away on death, one turned into a dragon, and 2 were destroyed to bits so thoroughly they couldn't turn. And I think Sion ate the soul of one.
Yes, I did, and it was delicious. Hmm.
Yeah, what does that taste like, anyways?
Kenji's going to sigh and place his glasses up as you ask that question. Can we please focus on what's going on on the emergency matters first? But and I assume the dragon's dead.
Dragon is dead. We will
Indeed.
harvest it later.
Okay, the self-defense force should be
And
quarantining
raise it as a war skeleton.
the self-defense force will be quarantining the corpse until further notice. But the fact that no one we didn't want dead died is definitely a good thing. If we were just a second slower, well, I would be dead. I might be dead, and there's a very good chance some of the civilians would have been dead.
Probably
As that was avoided.
Besides that, he's going to.
been much, much, much worse.
Yes, it could have been much worse. But speaking of things getting worse, he's going to look to Lucine. Some of the reports said you transformed.
As you know, Bloodline, I can temporarily tap into its power safely with only minimal dragonization gain. I have control. I still have all the oaths I've sworn before. This is not new, but it is new that it got out.
He nods. Yes, things are. I'm not sure how the people are going to react, but this is going to put the Alliance in a very tenuous position.
I have some. Would you let me speak to them? Bluntly, nothing is going to work here except honesty, and I think it comes to my mouth because everything else will look like a cover-up.
That does unfortunately sound like the best course of action. We'll handle that. fuck, he's probably. Fuck, he's gonna lean to his hands, swearing under his breath. Fuck. Should we handle that today or should we do it tomorrow? Tomorrow so we have time to put more security measures up. Fuck.
Tomorrow. Not even for security measures. Just it's easier if Eo's awake.
He nods. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. Then he's going to catch his breath and push his glasses up, but we should. I don't think we should let this stop the preparations to take down Odaheim. That's probably exactly what the cultists want to do if they couldn't put any SF into the ground or swell their numbers, but
Speaking of, if I'm going to speak to the populace, I need to know. Do we think she has spies or any form of surveillance?
surveillance, we know she's done the occasional flyby with her shark dragons, but nothing serious by dint of the fact that there are two other arc dragons in the area, and all of them want Kyoto and keep fighting over it.
And yes. But she's a bloodline, so there might be call spies.
I don't think she's a.
If I'm speaking tomorrow,
He's going to cut you off there. She's not a proper bloodline. The call are not responsible for her existence.
I'll still go with the misleading version. Because it's a good time to using the sacred treasures ploy to cover up our real plan. It's a good way to announce that.
If you're sure, he's then going to
Do you
look to
think
the
it's
rest
a
of the
bad
party.
move?
He's then going to look to the rest of the party who's here. Do any of you have any thoughts about this?
You don't want my thoughts on this.
Unfortunately, I do.
Lucine just gives Lucine gives an awkward but very grateful smile to Sion.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I do, Kenji says, sighing slowly.
Okay. At this point, if you really want to convince them honesty is the best path, though at the same time, is it public knowledge that she was in any way related to a bloodline, even if a unintentional one?
It's known before the war that she was Lady Sakura's
Our
ward.
enemy, that is.
Lady Sakura's ward. And the Dracologist knew her nature of her condition. Besides that, it was kept pretty under the wraps, perhaps mostly for her own privacy.
I'm not going to explain the bloodline thing to them. Just be honest that I fight using dragon power. I got this.
Oh, okay.
And how public is knowledge of the cult at this point?
So, Kenji's going to push his glasses up. We know that the populace knows they exist, but not much else about them. They did make a couple strikes on the strikes during Eunice awakening, and at that moment, so you into the right layer again. And at that moment, you all hear the footsteps of Aya approaching, finally being let free from a quick checkup by the medics.
Welcome back, darling. Welcome back.
Lucy just gives you a very tight hug. You almost.
I'm fine, dork.
She's not stopping hugging.
Well, she's going to get pushed off at some point. There's only
Unfortunate.
so much that you will tolerate.
Kenji's going to look to you, Io.
So, like, after a minute or so of, being embraced by her partner, you will gently push her off and kind of wander towards a spot in the room.
Hussein is following her and staying very close, but yeah.
Yes, she is being clingy. And she'll say, "Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know what you all were panicking so much about."
Kenji just
My thoughts exactly.
Kenji's just going to breathe a sigh of relief. It's glad to see that you're okay, Io. Some of the medics worried about the rounds, but it's fine. Right now, the only thing you missed was simply the fact that some questions regarding how much the civilians know, and the fact that Lucine's transformation was noticed, and she's already planning a way to deal with that.
Well, Eel offers, if you want to know my opinion on that, we really don't have any obligation to tell them anything.
You don't, yes, but there is a chance of it messing up the alliance, and besides, that could be a hassle in ways I don't want to deal with during the middle of a war effort.
And more importantly, this is a good chance to spread the fake reason for going to Tokyo.
Which is?
Trying to recover the fake reason is recovering the 3 divine treasures from the palace. The real reason, of course, is to set a trap and take down Odaheim.
Got it. Counter, got it. Counter espionage. Also, I will be glad when we are out of Japan, because holy shit, I am starting to actually start getting pissed at pronunciation errors.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best.
Yes,
I apologize.
It's not Otoheim, it's Otohime.
Oh, I actually know that, and I messed it up. I'm sorry, dear.
I know. That's why I'm annoyed.
Otohime. I think I got it. Okay.
Literally sound princess.
Sorry. So.
Or music princess, I suppose. I don't know. It doesn't.
Anyway, so to get back on topic, Kenny's going to say yes, but you're free to do all the preparations for that you need me. If you need my help, simply call me. He's going to stop. I do think some of your commanding officers, specifically Mr. Goldman, and he stops for a second trying to remember her name as I go to check the cast list. Give me a second. Mayor Jane, I believe it was, want to talk to some of you. Wrong map, right map.
One thing, we may take the head inquisitor of the Vatican up on her offer to fight with us, because extra bodies in the operation would be very appreciated. Are you okay to have her in your city temporarily?
As long as he doesn't stab anyone, I don't think it's going to be a problem. The moment he stabs someone, I'm going to have his self-defense force fill her with bullets.
I could care less about that.
Colonel Maximus does not strike me as the type to keep someone that reckless in a position of power.
Can you unlock that? Oh, yes. Yes, Lady Sakura and the Drakopocalypse would like to talk to you all, and that's the only other group of people I think who are waiting on you at this point in time space. At this point, I'm going to get to doing what I need to do in order to try and minimize negative fallout out of this. Just Come back here if you need me, he says before politely waving for you all to head out.
Mhm.
For who wants to talk to you, I'll just put that in the chat. Who do you want to go to first?
Well, we're already here, and this is where the comms array is, right?
The comms array is in here, but from how Kenji was talking to you, it sounded like they wanted it to be an in-person meeting.
All right.
Ah.
Sakura might be the most convenient one then.
Sakura and Alexander then, because it's going to be together. That's why I didn't name it together. Give me a second to move everyone's token.
Sure.
Give me a second to move
I'm
everyone's
not running on any logic in particular. It's just, yeah, we're already here. Might as well.
Fair enough. Let me move everyone's tokens into the Shrine of Seals then, unless anyone objects.
No objection.
Okay. Boop. So the party quickly through a couple back alleys and such as through a couple back alleys just to go faster, not the suggestion of some of the JDS boys who are just patrolling around. You end up back in the Shrine of Seals where Sakura and Alexander are waiting for you on the main lobby. Alexander is poking at his conspiracy board again as you all arrive and perks up. Ah, Cheerfing Squadron, glad to see you can make it. So me and Sakura have been going over Odaheim's medical records, what data we've been able to gather, all that stuff, and we have a theory for what her resurrection method might be. At that point, he's going to step back and gesture to play Sakura the talk. The only priest is going to take a couple steps forward and clear her throat. It's based on your orbital records, based on your orbital footage, my medical records and Alexander's knowledge of how dragons work. Our current working theory is some sort of parasitism of the. Sorry, I had to cough out of character. Some parasitism of her lieutenants, based on the odd signals your technology has detected in each of her fleets. The current assumption is that effectively her attendance may function as some sort of. She tilts her head towards all of you, her long hair spilling with emotion. Extra lives? We're not entirely certain.
Ah.
This is just a solid theory, but if it would fit with how Arc Dragons work and how dragons are generally consumptive in nature.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our
Or she
current best
devours one of
theory
her
until
lieutenants.
something proves us wrong.
The parasite eats one of her lieutenants, and then she comes back.
Something like that. We're not sure the exact details. We're not the exact details. We would need to capture one of the lieutenants. I'm not sure if we have the time to do that.
What was it connecting to her soul?
Connection to her soul? Perhaps.
Lucina's looking at the cord.
Sakura's gaze is going to flick down into her blade. Ah, I can see what you're thinking. That might work, but that would require getting into melee combat with an Arc Dragon and deal enough blows to break every theoretical connection without dealing any actual damage to the Arc Dragon, to her. She's going to bite her lips, look to you all.
Kirov's gonna raise his hand at this. If anyone can survive that for long enough, it would be me.
I'm not half bad in melee either. Io can't use it, otherwise I'd say she should.
Sakura's gonna take a moment to think, giving all of you guys a moment to chime in as Armada steps up to her and whispers into her ear. Any of you have any additional thoughts on that matter?
Well, I'd hate to forego Kirov's firepower, he may be the best suited for this.
Right. Like, my firepower is lesser than his, but there is no one better at surviving.
Precisely.
He's our wonderful little tank.
Does I have anything she wants to add in?
And if you can one-hand a shotgun, you can probably one-hand an Oni-sized... whatever this is. I'm not actually sure the right... It's a Nodachi, right?
Yeah, it's a Nodachi. Yeah, it's a very big sword. It's again, it's mostly meant as a ritual aid, not for actual combat. But yes, if no one else has anything they want to add in, then Adarada's going to step away from Lady Sakura, who's we nods. I'll trust you carrying the blade then, Kirov. You'll need to do it anyways if for the plan to lure her to Tokyo is to work properly, if I understand it correctly. Yes?
We don't need him carrying the blade for that, actually, since...
See me just
we were
having the
thinking
blade on
Sakura.
you.
But yes. Did Kenji brief you on the plan, Sakura?
Yes. I have no problem with that.
Good,
I am
good.
going to hopefully throw some hints that we are I'm hoping to counter espionage and indicate we are going for the divine treasures when in reality we are not.
I do know she did have a fascination with them before she turned, so that is good bait. That is good bait if it ends up in her ears.
Well, it's not even... It's not really... That's not the bait. That's why we're going down there, because... and a justifiable reason that's not actually a trap.
I know. I know.
Yes,
But
then...
the more bait, the better with this kind of thing.
That is fair, yes. Kirov or I will have the sword on us. That just makes sense.
She nods out. She nods. Good.
I guess I should probably carry it until we reach her, because Kirov will not have the ability, will not have the knowledge in case we need to use it on the way.
Fair enough, I
Yeah,
suppose.
you're the expert when it comes to the arcane.
Sakura will nod at that. Fair enough. Then Arada is going to chime in as Alvin is currently busy adjusting some of his theories in the background. Right, y'all, this is going to be a pretty nasty plan, but Lucina, I was actually going to request if I could carry the blade rather than you. I'm better with that kind of sword, even if it's bigger than what I'm used to.
Arada's the one asking?
Yes, Arada's asking. Tengu is looking you right in the eyes.
This is personal, isn't it?
I've been Lady Sakura's bodyguard since I became an adult. I've known Otohime for a long time. Yes, it is.
Alright. It may not be tactical, but
Alright.
but I'll hand it to you instead of Kirov when the time comes then.
Very well.
No, he's going to raise a hand. That's not what I said. I asked if I can carry the blade until we get to her. Well, it is personal. This entire endeavor is personal. To be blunt, I am faster than you. If Kirov gets separated from us and needs it, I'd be the best bet to bring it to him.
And you can probably get it to me in time if needed. I'm
Correct.
fine with that.
He nods and tips his hat at you. Pleasure talking this out with you. So, checking the list of doom. Give me a moment as I pause the scene. Did I pin the list? I'm pretty sure I pinned the list. Yes, I did. So,
So, is the skeleton ready?
Alexander's going to perk up. Sion, are you planning on reviving it as an undead abomination?
Actually, we'll
course.
just raise an eyebrow at that.
Sion, he's going to
Kirov just sighs. I'll
he's
get
going
the incendiaries ready.
he's going to walk over to you, Sion.
long
He's
as
going
I-
to put a hand on your shoulder. Don't.
Why not?
Do you want to have to deal with a dragon that doesn't stay dead? Dead even more stubbornly than an arc dragon?
Hmm.
There are records of
Well, the
undead
thing is, if it never has a.
there. Let him talk first, because he's just going to barge over you either way. There are records of undead dragons during the war. For most of them, it took complete destruction of their body to keep them down for good. No.
I hope you realize this just means that I'm going to eventually have to find a dragon corpse somewhere and make it mine there.
Alexander's going to sigh.
Alas, it shan't be here.
Alexander's going to sigh so slowly at this. Sion, you worry me many, many days. If you turn into a dragon, I'm going to vivisect you. Vivisect you. He says before just returning to his current bit of research he's doing on the field, doing right here. So
It doesn't even have to be said. Of course you were going to do that. You would do that to any of us if we turned.
he just goes, yep. So that's that. So do you guys want to go? So is there anything you guys want to go before you go head back to Ascalon to talk to Goldman and not Lady Sakura, and to Mayor Jane?
Hmm.
Do they need all of us?
Kenji didn't say.
I guess yeah. Let's all head over there and then all communicate with all head and deal with things in Italy. You guys, me and whoever else wants to come can deal with things in Italy, and you guys can head back to Kyoto. I hear no objections.
Yeah, neither do I. So I'm just going to assume we're going to be moving on like that then. So once you guys port back into the use the teleporter to head back to under Boston. Yes, there are a lot of tokens here. I like tokens. Tokens are good for the soul. So you see the techies, including non-sister Sophia, the newest of the bunch, currently doing last minute checks on what looks like a giant fucking harpoon gun.
Hey.
Mayor Jane and Mr. Goldman are seated on a table subs to the side of the room, currently just enjoying a bit of tea as they wait for you guys to come over to them. So, which do you want? So,
Alright, what did you need us for?
once you all get over there, they're going to look up, and Mr. Goldman's going to push stuff. Well, first things first. First, he flicks a thumb over to the big harpoon gun. Ashley, the harpoon gun for the Prometheus is ready.
Ah, splendid.
I'm just gonna write out the basics of the stats in the Archwing chat. Give me a second.
All right.
There was one other thing I wasn't sure about. You're probably the best one because you just know that you're best at logistics. Stim packs, healing potions, anything. We need a backup in case EO goes down.
Mayor Goldman frowns. That is part of why I was going to bring you here first, but more pressingly, Mayor Jane, he's going to nod to the elf, who's going to push her who's going to flick a lock for pink hair out of her face before picking up her mug and tapping symbol around the on the middle of the table, and you just hear the rest of the workshops go quiet. Just a status update for the ISO side projects he asked for us. Right now it's well, she says. Well, she's just going to twirl her hair as she takes a moment. Right now, none of the refugees seem notably suspicious, because there is some mystery on how exactly Sophia's abilities work. Work, I've never seen any magic quite like hers before. I wonder if it's technically psionic in nature. Ooh, she shakes her head. That's something to investigate later. None of them seem to show any signs of suspicious activity during the late night hours in their rooms so far, but we're still keeping an eye on them. She taps the symbol again to dismiss the sound canceling ward. And besides that, everything's going nice, and besides the mess with the test subject, she says, starting up a complete random topic to hide what's going on. Everything's going nice and dandy. Mr. Goldman, the Stimpaks? At that, Mr. Goldman's going to nod. Yes, these have to actually do with Yukirov. You remember that dosage of the super serum soldier you passed my way once we got that out of the black site?
Oh yeah, that.
We haven't been able to successfully reproduce it yet, but we have been able to. He pulls out a briefcase and slaps it down, flicking it open. Inside, there are 10 needles filled with a thick, dull golden liquid. We have managed to work up the stim thoughts. They take a bit to produce, but they effectively provide the healing your super soldier sure does on a faster time period for a couple seconds or so, roughly, maybe. Not even a second, really. Pretty damn fast. It just takes a week to produce one dose, I'd say, once we figure out how to do it. Most of the
Well, I
temps.
think we need
That's
to put
going to be a lifesaver.
Yes.
That will make things. 2 to everyone who is not Miho, who is not Io, and 1 to Arata, and 2 to Arata.
All party members get 2? 2 except Ito?
Yep.
Io? Okay. They heal
Io.
2d10. That's as much as I'm giving you.
I would like to talk about that later.
These are the very first dose. That's all I'm giving. These are the very first version. That's all I'm giving you.
Both later.
So, Mr. Goldman's going to press his glasses up. Most of we technically could have had these ready earlier, maybe even by the battle against strength from the blood dragon. But he trails off. We had to do clinical testing to make sure they weren't going to give you super cancer.
Understandable.
You know that one poor bastard you saved from the weeping pastor all the way back then, from what I've that guy, right? Remember him?
Yeah, I think I've still got his name.
Vaguely.
The guy who got 50% draw because he got kid because the Velocipaster was crying on him until you guys showed up. He's still in the hospital for a bunch of reasons, but he was the main test subject. Once we made sure it worked. Once we made sure it wasn't going to give you super cancer instantly, just to see how to react to heavy draw dosage. While it wasn't able to lower his dragonification levels, it was able to temporarily. How do I put this? If we
Inoculate?
not inoculate, not that good. Basically, we cut off the
Suppress the effects.
suppress the effects on a wounded area. Effectively, if we basically we cut off a couple bit of his skin, healed him, and the skin that came out was human for a couple seconds. Then the scales covered it. That data has already been forwarded to Alexander. I'm not sure what he's going to deal with it, but he was very excited when I gave it to him in person.
That is incredibly useful on its own.
He nods. But yes, besides that, I don't think there's anything else we can do to help with. Anything we else can do to help against your plans right now? Correct me if I'm wrong, Mary Jane. He's going to look to the elf, who's just going to tilt her head back. Unfortunately, no. Fortunately, no. I'm, I'm still going to my family's archives about how the phase magic work, but no quite luck about that just yet. Maybe give me a couple weeks, another week or two, and I might have something. Z6 Red. Anyways, toodaloo, Tearfing Squadron. We have stuff to do. At that, Mayor Jane and Mr. Goldman are going to get up and
Alright.
walk off, leading the party to go do the last of the preparations for Operation Marineford.
Does anyone care to join me in Italy?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Why not?
The ladies go to the Italy. Sure.
Ladies go to Italy. Okay,
Or Ashley, not a lady.
actually, Ashley, Kira, what are you? Kira, do you want to go to Italy or do you want to go back to Kyoto?
Probably go back to Kyoto for some of that prep I suggested.
Okay,
And
so
also, Ashley has.
Yeah. Ashley has business in Kyoto.
Ashley and Kira are heading back to Kyoto then. We're doing that.
Yeah.
First because I actually have a map for Kyoto. I don't have a map for the boat
Okay.
graveyard.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a map
Alright.
anyway.
You're not fighting anything there. You don't get a map. So
Uh-huh.
back in under Kyoto, Kirov, Ashley, what exactly do you want to do?
Well, Kirov's trying to scrounge up some hazardous materials equipment.
Okay, so it's going to take you to talk to the self-defense force. I'm going to slap your ass out in the militarized border zone. Ashley, what are you doing?
Let's see. I mentioned 2 thoughts on getting in touch with the guy from the generator to figure out maybe using some of that energy conversion methods to get Prometheus healing going, and I'm trying to and the other
Tsukumogami.
thought.
Tsukumogami.
Sukumagami, yeah. Those guys. You want to tap those guys for healing, right?
Whichever one works best for you.
Let's start with the gym.
I am admittedly a little bit spacey right now.
It's fine. We'll start with the generator room. So,
Alright.
while there are a couple of suspicious glances thrown your way as you head to the generator, nobody stops you. You're about to see on around to throw around verbal war crimes. It's a much peacefuler journey.
Of course.
The yokai scientist in charge of the generator, the Baconeka. I'm probably mangling on horribly. I apologize, Miho.
Takeniko. Sorry.
Anyways, he looks up when you come in, Ashley. Ashley looks over to you. You're back. For reference, I'm just going to say this is all happening a day later, just to make sure you guys got some rest in. Is that okay with everyone?
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Yeah, that works.
I'm going to just update the timeline document. Give me a second.
Lucine's thing in Naples is going to take her out for a full day.
Yeah, your ass is gonna be rest. It's gonna be funny.
So I remember you had. Sorry, I'm trying to word through it in my head.
It's okay. Take the time you need.
I remember you had some specialization in converting magical energies, correct?
He's going to nod. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do you have an idea for something, perhaps? He asked, tilting his head a little bit, ears twitching.
Yes, you are aware of the mecha I have been using, the Prometheus, correct?
The Prometheus, yes, I have heard of it. I was actually going to ask, how are you powering that? Awesome, getting.
Me and the folks back at Ascalon have developed a reactor based on draconite crystals.
I see. He tilts his head. Ah, yes. Do you want a additional power? Do you want additional power, or do you have something else in mind?
I've got something else in mind I've been thinking of. I
He
know
gestures.
there's some I know that magic used for healing people doesn't really work well on machines. And I think I've heard of some spells that work well for repairing objects. I was wondering if your research could be applicable to getting healing, messing around with any healing magic that hits the Prometheus to get it to work on machines.
He's going to smile at that. Actually, you're in. Why, I actually do have something that might work just well. You're aware of the give me a second. Google the proper pronunciation. Give me a second. What the fuck is? Come on, go. You're the Tsukumo guy, right? Those yokai? Well, they're fairly new to being people. Normal magic doesn't work for healing them until they get used to being, well, not just objects. So I was commissioned a couple years ago to make something to fix that in case one of them gets into an accident or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have an.
Gotcha.
I think I might. He's gonna stop a second. Actually, look and start pulling open desk and such. I think I might actually have a couple spare copies of the smaller scale version of the device. They're pretty small, but they should still work for the Prometheus. I keep a couple here as emergency measures in case something happens to the reactor to stabilize it until we can do more proper repairs on it.
All right.
Here it is. He pulls out a device. It looks like a big thick golden coin, like the kind that can fit into hands. You just have to attach it to the surface of whatever the target is, or have them hold it, and it should work just fine. Don't want to get damaged though. It can get a little volatile if that happens, however.
All right. As was like thinking right now, okay, time to install it inside the Prometheus.
Time to install inside the Prometheus so it doesn't explode. Understand? He's just gonna hand it to you. Take it. Take it. Well, some of the civilians might be spooked about your group regarding the aftermath of the assassination attempt. I'm not the sort to judge any. I'm the sort to judge by actions, and so far your lot look like good people. And once Dark Dragon is dealt with, he puts his glasses up. We can actually start doing repairs to more than just Kyoto, and I'll have more resources to work with.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just put that on your sheet. Let me just write it in the chat now so you can put it on your sheet. Sheet.
Alright. Hold on. Monitor just turned off on me.
Oh,
Give me a hot second.
oh, that's not good.
I
Is,
mean,
is
it's
something
fine,
trying to
right?
update?
It's mostly done.
Yeah, her scene's
No.
her scene's done. I think. I think it's just her monitor's
Oh
being a
dear.
pain. Ask Give me a second.
Oh, it's just that the plug I had plugged into the monitor unplugged. So it'll be a bit before I can see anything.
Ah, good, okay. Good thing we did your scene first.
Yep.
Okay. That's Ashley's scenes. Do you guys? I'm gonna go do the scene of the ships now. So give me a second.
Post the one question: are we doing this? I think we should probably do Inquisitor first before the ships.
Yes. Let me just bring you to the Vatican archives. Give me a second. Oh. No, it's not that your top liver. It's just that this scene has more people waiting on it. Okay, that's fair. Let me just give me a second. Dragging your token on them. So. Give me a sec to grab the Inquisitor's token from the Fuckernomicon.
The Fuckernomicon. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's where I kept the ACOP guys. When you return to the Vatican archives, you can see it's a lot more bustling with activity than before. More knights doing patrols, more civilians wandering around. It looks like about the threat of being trampled to death by an orc dragon hanging overhead. That a lot of the people here are just willing to just do more instead of await death. The three of you getting a meeting with the head inquisitor. The head inquisitor is actually pretty damn easy. You just have to ask her, ask one of the knights to lead you to her office.
Coast, you are cutting in and out for a second.
Give me a second. What did you last hear?
Archives are busier than normal.
Fuck's sake! That was like 5 seconds. The archives are busier than normal. There's more knights patrolling, more civilians and priests wandering around doing their daily business. It looks like without the presence of an arc dragon that could trample the entire thing hanging overhead, the people are more willing to do stuff. Getting a meeting with the head inquisitor is actually really easy. You just have to ask and you're brought to her office. Her office is different than Cardinal Maximus's. It's a bit roomier. But still pretty plain, except for the reason why it's a bit roomier. Behind her chair, is one of, you know those torture arrays that you stretch people on?
Oh, one of those.
Yes, she has one of those she just has one of those in her office, just has it there.
So stereotypical.
Yes. Yes, and she looks up from her.
Yep, this is an Inquisitional, right?
And she looks up as all of you walk in. Ah, the. She stops for a second. Mages of Tearfing Squadron. What brings you to my office? She asked, leading into a palm.
Unless there was something horribly, horribly wrong. About a week or so ago, we received your request to be involved in the operation against the Oceanic Archdragon.
She nods. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I assume you're here to give me your answer in person then?
Answer in person, and because part of the plan relies on some business in Naples.
I see, I see. And she looks down, checks a couple maps. Naples should be cleared of draconic activity. We sent a patrol there a week ago. They're still there actually. Last they reported, everything is clear.
But yes, we would like to have you. We would be willing to have you along. And then, unless she has objections, I give her an overview of the brief plan, and just basically go as just please. And we are going to be working with the forces of Japan, and they are not all humans. Please respect that.
If they do not cause me problems, I will not cause them problems.
By request.
However,
Also, by the way, Coach, while we're
no,
here,
she's not done talking.
oh,
She's not done talking.
sorry.
She lifts a finger. However, so you intend on saving the Ark Dragon's soul.
Lucine looks at Io.
What? Sorry?
Head Inquisitor lady is asking about you're intending on saving Odahime's soul.
How am I doing it, or am I doing it?
Am I to, by her tone, she would like to know how as well.
Inquisitor lady?
Yep, you're meeting her right now. You, Lucine, and Sion.
Why do you need to know? Eel's first question, mostly for upsec reasons. No, she is not accusing the head Inquisitor of being a spy. She is just saying.
Operational security. Good sense on your. Good to see you have a relatively good head upon those shoulders of yours. But to put it bluntly, just the false god is likely to take action if you attempt it, and that does jack up the severity further. It was simply something I wanted to know before I did my own preparations. That is all. I do not disapprove of the notion.
Eel will say, "Do not." That was not the "do not" was not a character. Eel will say, sorry. Eel will say, after a few moments of thinking, I'm essentially going to be using a variation of the method I used from Jeremiah's brother, Soul, from the False God. I will be layering a barrier boundary, this time with potentially nasty surprises, while closing the back door that I unintentionally left open. And then I will be doing some other wonderful surprises for my dear friend the Star when he comes knocking inevitably. The dear friend was stated with, like, a very mocking sarcasm.
Lethal dose of sarcasm, got it.
I will also be attempting to set some traps. Yes. Part of the reason Io and Sion have joined me out here is because Naples is where we will be prepping the necessary ritual circles.
Of course. Intending to use the Sipses to form the circle, then I assume.
That would be correct.
She nods at that. Nods at you standing up. You have my spear. You have my spear, then. My only request is...
we will be spending a day or two. I imagine we will be... I will not be able to due to some business in Kyoto that I have need of dealing with. I will be heading back there tonight and then coming here early tomorrow.
She nods. I'll make sure things are prepared for you then.
And then I suspect we will be spending a night or two here to minimize the amount of work.
She nods. Of course, of course.
Conveniently, this also means we do not have her in the city while Lucine is admitting her truth.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so Senior, so does Sion and I have anything they want to say to Amelia before they head out?
There's one thing I actually just remembered. Did Cardinal Maximus ever dig up the dang archive, the dang Index of Alexandria he said he'd dig up?
We are still looking for that. We are still looking for that. That actually, last I heard from the Cardinal, he had found it. He was just going over to make sure the call hadn't booby tracked it, since they were able to get agents as deep as the seal in, and he just wanted to be paranoid and make sure he didn't unwittingly send you a poisoned gift.
I have no doubt he will have no issue if we check it as well, but yes. I take it is not ready then.
It is not ready yet. I'm afraid. My apologies on behalf of His Holiness. He is currently busy. He's currently busy with that as well as some other matters. Anything else? She asked.
Nope. Nothing from me. You two?
Nothing much.
Heya? Oh, that when they say the false god, they mean the Stygian star. That's what they call it. But that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think I has anything else he wants to add on, so I'm just going to end the scene here. So that leaves us next with Kirov's scene. Scene to finish up this prep, split the preparations, and then we'll add another day in to do the ship stuff. Ship stuff, Lucine.
Yeah. Well, we're going to. It's going to take Lucine's going to do her speech thing in the morning, and then go straight to the ships, and then spend a day after raising the ships, drawing the ritual circles, and then we should be good to go.
Okay. So, Kirov, you are going to go look for hazard equipment, correct?
Yes.
Your search takes you to the main militarized border zone that acts as the main entrance to under Kyoto. You ask around a couple bit. You explain why you want to use it.
Come again?
You explain why you want it.
Yeah, we're basically marching into the Dragon's Den, and it's going to be a toxic hellscape.
Okay. So, the Japanese self-defense forces. Your question asking around eventually lead you to the guy who answers the Kenji about logistics. Wrong token.
So the quartermaster.
Yeah, the quartermaster. Give me a sec to find. I do not have a token for the quartermaster. Give me a sec to grab the generic personal one.
Oh boy, a stick figure.
Yes, he'll have a stick figure until you ask to give him a proper token. Same with the Catboy scientist. Stop putting it down. Stop putting down. I copy pasted the fucking generic token. Stop giving me Amelia's. Give me a second. Roll 20 is actively being hostile to my attempts to do what I'm trying to do. Okay, okay. Thank you, roll 20. Thank you, roll 20. Hopefully this time it doesn't spit out a random. Okay, there we go. Okay.
What is that?
Kirov sounds, I think. Or
Excuse me,
someone
sorry.
choking. So, the quartermaster is just the most generic. Okay, so you know how Kenji looks like just a dude?
Yeah.
The quartermaster looks even more like just a dude than Kenji. It takes you a moment for your eyes for you to realize that he's the quartermaster because he looks just that boring. He looks up when you come in. Ah, Kirov, if I remember correctly, if I've heard correctly. You're looking for
Yes.
you're looking for hazmat equipment?
Yes, effectively.
What for? He says, pulling out like a pile of paperwork.
Our operation to take down the Arc Dragon, considering its thematics.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough, I don't know. He's going to stop for a second and rub his chin as he thinks.
Come again?
No, he's thinking for a second. You may have it. Just he pushes the pile of paperwork towards you. Sign the paperwork, please.
Some things never change. He says that with a grin as he gets to work signing it off.
Okay, okay, so you have. I assume you already found the stats because seeing as how you were the one who first brought this up.
I already fielded them to you for the home brewer, remember?
Give me a sec to find them. My brain is incredibly small tonight.
We can deal with balance later.
Stop trying to shove stuff. Fine. We'll deal with it later then.
I'm saying when we're not rushed is going to get better results.
Just go, Kirov. Go find your ideas. I go to progress to the next scene. Pulling open the world map of Europe.
Now, the next scene would be in Kyoto.
Oh right, Kyoto. I am stupid. I apologize. Surface Kyoto.
No. It's Lucine trying to soothe the people here.
Yep. So. Okay, where are you doing that?
Basically wherever Kenji could get just a quick way to speak to the people. Not as
You know what you're gonna be doing. You know what you're just gonna be doing it. You're just gonna be doing it in a different park. In a different park. Please.
Yeah, understandable.
Please.
I heard please and
Please excuse the fact that I'm using the same map as before.
No problem.
Give me a sec to just shove all the tokens I need to sell into the gym. The right layers on the right layers. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. So, bunch of people. It's just gonna be Lucina, or is there gonna be anyone else here with you?
It's probably not a good idea for the demon to be there.
Okay, so Sion's probably not there.
Nah, she's just trying to see if there's an opening on the dragon corpse.
There is not an opening on the Dragon Corp. They have a whole ass security perimeter around it, around it, my gal.
Sion attempting to do crimes.
Yes, so is it just going to be Lucina or any other party members going to be there with her as she does the speech?
Mio, you have any here now?
Mia?
What's up? Sorry.
Lucina's doing
Lucine is giving a speech to basically attempt to make the populace feel less worried about her being her.
Mm-hmm. And
Do you want to be there, or?
she will be there. But, like, will she do anything is a question.
Okay. She's
Not
there.
necessarily. I just wanted to ask you. I just wanted to check. Give me a sec to fix your hit points if you are not dying anymore. So, It's the day after now. The reporters are back, but the atmosphere is generally more nervous despite the fact you have JD the self-defense patrols like right there. Right there, but the atmosphere is just nervous as all eyes turn to Lucine as she steps onto the podium.
Followed by immediately stepping straight off and she's not trying to give a fancy speech here. She's just, or actually no, she will stay on the podium. I guess I'm here to assure anyone concerned about me after yesterday. What you saw is accurate. I used the power of the dragons to fight the dragons. But I can promise you that despite that, I'm not a risk. I have a binding vow carved into my own soul to ensure that, rather than turn, I will vanish. I am not going to risk people. And I am willing to make just the same vow in front of all the gods of Japan, I swear. May I be scoured where I stand should I ever succumb to the malice of the dragons. But most importantly, and this is not about me, but it's important, do not let fear control us. I am simply proof of the valor of the people of Earth. We may be weak, but together we are able to bend even our own greatest foes to our goals. And there is no need to cower from the dragons. We're stronger together. After all, they merely have power, and it can be turned into a weapon to be wielded as we see fit. Are not all weapons dangerous in their own right? The hold they bear over us is only as strong as we allow it to be. And let me tell you, they do not deserve the fear many people give them. They claim that the strongest should rule, yet they cannot win without just hiding for centuries. They are not strong, simply opportunistic. And if you don't believe me, we will prove it. We are just people with tools we have found and made our own. And we're going to take down Odheim ourselves. And if that does not prove that we can do good with this, then nothing will. We're heading to Tokyo. We're going to take back the divine treasures and then use those against her. And so I ask you, are you willing to... All I'm asking is a chance to prove humanity's strength. Are you willing to grant us that?
Roll a diplomacy check with roll a diplomacy check with 5e advantage because I'm going to be nice to you.
Because I put way too much prep into that.
Yes.
And then, let's see. I'm adding a temporary mod because she would definitely have cast Enhance Ability before this.
Rude.
Is what I do.
It is. I just like. Okay, the 18.
You know what?
What?
I will actually bother to sink an AP into this.
Okay, so you have a 22. That's good enough, yeah. The crowd breaks in the hushed whispers for a second before one of the reporters steps forward. A kitsune woman, much not dull, I'd say much less fancy, not so fancy, much less flashy fur color than Io, but definitely a kitsune as she points up a microphone towards you. You said you're intending on taking the fight to Odheim. Odheim, to prove that you're on mankind's side, yes?
Odahime.
Odahime, thank you for correcting me. Odahime's.
We are.
How are you intending on doing so?
The 3 divine treasures should still be within the vaults of the palace. Retrieve those, and we will have a fighting chance. Beyond that, all I can say is operational security. We do not know if the cultists that attacked yesterday have any spies left in the city.
Seeing not that, some of the populace start flicking glances towards each other. A couple other questions come and go, but
This
they're
is not saying any of you are spies. This is simply, even if there weren't cultists, it's just best not to to explain plans to those not involved.
A couple other questions go your way, but they're mostly just derivatives of stuff you've asked, stuff that's basically they're all just stuff you just answered by saying that. And soon the crowd disperses in a bit better spirits than before.
Unseen sighs and gives a hug to Io.
I just realized you
Well,
weren't looking at the map I was looking at. That is fucked bad.
we weren't. It also didn't matter.
Ah,
Shall we
humbug.
head to the more exhausting part of my day?
So now it's time for boat.
I believe so, unless anyone has anything they want to do first.
Does anyone?
Nothing for me.
The only thing I want to do, I'm not allowed to. Alas.
You're not making a zombie army. So
How much of a corpse do
Just
you need for
cast
that?
Animate Dead on some fossils instead.
anyway, so
You just need an attacked body or skeleton.
world map. Animate Dedosaur. God, so
It's also funny because it gets no will save to try and resist your command.
you're going to be reviving the boats.
Yep. Yes. USA 6th Fleet.
USA 6th Fleet. As previously discussed, you are only getting 6 boats.
7.
My bad, thank you, 7 boats. Slavo Sound. Give me a second, just pulling up Google Maps so I can do my
Yeah, no. Lava Sound was sadly scrapped.
So, as you head to that area, so Amelia actually leads you to that area. Leads you to the area. I'm not going to check where it is on them exactly, so I can do my descriptions best.
A lot of wading over long dead Draken corpses and occasionally weaving around some crystals because we are going into a now inactive military base.
Yes, you find them. The military base is riddled with crystals. There's a lot of dead Draconoids on the floor. They look like they got cut to pieces. One looks like it got burned to a crisp. There are knights milling all over the place. Most of the knights are currently hovering over the corpse of a dragon. And they seem to be taking steps holding a sword to its neck.
Is everyone present, I assume?
Yes, I assume everyone's present. At least I assume that Lucine, Sion, and Io are present. But if everyone's present wants to be present, then everyone is present if they want to be present.
Guys are probably gonna want to into something. I'm mostly just gonna be gathering energy for 8 hours.
Why are you holding a knife to that dragon's throat?
They're not holding knives, they're holding swords. But one of the knights looks up. It got up the first time we stabbed to death, so we're making sure it doesn't do that again.
Fair enough.
Everybody stares at Sylvan.
Yes.
I haven't even been here before.
You say that, but you can teleport wherever the hell you want.
In the background, Amelia pinches
For
her
that,
nose.
she throws a Disrupt Undead at it.
Post that in the chat for me, so I can look at the spell description.
Okay, give me a sec. Disrupt Undead, Disrupt Undead, Disrupt Undead. I have a very long spell list. Yes.
Dude, it's kind of ridiculous.
Okay. It's because we have 2 wizards. Well, mages.
Yeah, and you fuckers keep changing, staring spells.
When did you learn this one?
This was one of
It's
the
a
first ones.
cantrip.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't have that one on mine either.
So you're cantripping it to death, okay? So you activate the cantrip.
1d6 damage. It's literally just a test if it is actually undead or not.
Nothing happens.
Hooray! Okay, with that done, I am going to... So first, just... diplomacy for a sec.
What are you planning on
Sion,
doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you rolling
dear.
I am
diplomacy?
going to say to the knights that while you should all remain ready to stab it at will, I'm going to try to do something to prevent it from being an issue in the future, so please take a few steps back.
The amount of exact words in that, Lucine immediately whips back. Sion? No.
What, are you gonna eat its soul?
No. Okay, let me just check on the duration of this. Okay, so it will be... Yeah, that should be good.
What are you
Okay,
casting?
so... She is casting Wall of Fire to create a circle around and on the dragon, so it's literally just a big circle of fire on
Oh,
top
yeah,
of it.
okay, that's...
That will be burning for concentration plus 1 round a level. She has somewhere like 16 or 18 rounds, so yeah.
Did
And
you cast
it will
level
be
ridiculous?
doing... Yep. So sends forth waves of heat, dealing 2d4 damage to creatures. Oh yeah. No, she says to stand at least 11 feet away from it.
So the knights
Oh,
do
okay, so she's basically just cremating it.
so the knights do carefully
Yes.
step back. You said that, but they're ready to react, and then they just blink as you turn the dragon corpse to ashes on the wind. I see. Will that take
A
care of that? I
wonderful
think.
mobile wizard. Yep. A bit of a waste, but it's not like we could take it to Japan.
One of the knights looks down a little bit, and you can hear her muttering "Japan" under his breath.
Uttering what?
Japan ? Under his breath.
We're going to be killing an archdragon there in a few days, maybe in a few hours.
Amelia clears her throat with that, and I'll be helping. So, men, stay on guard. We will be performing a ritual as preparation for that. That she's going to nod to Lucy, and we're going to do the ritual stuff now.
And it is, in fact, like, almost 8 very boring hours. Hero probably found a lawn chair somewhere.
Assuming Sion then just...
Eventually, Lucine
Yep.
strides off the very damaged dock and just kind of walking on water, but it's more, there's so much magic flowing, lightning and crackling around, etc. that it's just, basically she's just kind of enough raw magic that she's floating. And then she finally begins the actual incantation for the ritual. Arise! Rise in revenge for those unjustly slain. O knights of the ocean, your people call to thee. Defend the innocent from the worm tainting the seas, and bring forth your vengeance. Arise, O fallen sailors, upon one final voyage. Heed this solemn call. Let us sail to the ends of the earth and scour those who would break us. Arise, O soldiers of humanity, and join in our crusade towards the fiery dawn.
Give me a spellcraft check.
I feel like this is literally a take 20 because of how long she spent prepping.
That's fair. I want to know how high a take
Not
20
how
is.
taking 20 work.
Sion is
Take 20
snoring.
gets to 40. Yes, Lucine is not actually as chuny. Yeah. If I take 20, it goes to 40.
Mm. Roll. Roll the dice. Show me the funny math rock.
House, I'm debating between take 10 and roll. Actually, it's take 10. It's definitely take 10 for 30.
That'd be a 30.
Just use some AP. This
Oh,
is
wait, no,
definitely worth it.
No, wait, no. This is... So, Coast, clarify. Is this spellcraft check in addition to the normal ritual spellcraft checks she already breezed through?
I keep forgetting you're so good at those. We can just off-screen those up.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, you're fine then. So you remember what we've agreed before the price would be if you successfully pulled this off, right?
The water starts stumbling. Lucine is almost thrown back to the dock on her ass and just collapses. She's not dead, but she is knocked the fuck out.
Question.
Question, was this seed raid dead or was it create undead?
Animate.
Animate, okay.
Question for you, Lucine. When was the eclipse again? That thing you're so excited for about in the background?
I think it's like April 9th or something. Lucine has time.
The seed animate dead also would allow you to create and control up to 18 hit die dragon corpse.
Classic Sion thoughts.
Okay, so
You could create a flesh golem.
Lucine is not going to be in a coma that long, anything.
So here's what's gonna happen. So Lucine is sent flying on her ass, unconscious. Is anyone going to catch her? Or is she just going to be landing like a wet sack of potatoes?
Nah, Kiro's gonna
Yeah,
catch
I'm
her.
very bored. Oh, okay.
Unless Io wants it. Io gets priority.
Does
I'm
Io
going
want?
to vote for wet sack of potatoes for the visuals.
Io, do you want to catch the scene after her ritual knocks her out?
Sure.
Okay, roll me a reflex save, please. So, waiting for the reflex save.
Actually, how much time do we have right now?
4.
For what?
No, just in general before the fight.
At least a day, because Lucine and at least a day. Lucine's probably out for another day, so 2 days min.
That's
Also-
very interesting.
Sion, what are you planning?
We can deal with that once I
See,
get
you
the.
know, she actually has. She actually has the arcane lore at this point to cast Bibliolia by herself with no aid.
She's had that forever.
What are you planning?
Yeah, I know, but she could literally just sit down, ask Bibliolia where the nearest unguarded dragon corpse is, and
It
then
doesn't do that sort of
teleport there
thing,
to
though.
it.
Like, that's actually not
Are
what
you
it
sure
does.
we're asking to use?
It-
I mean, right
the-
now it's already.
the way we've been using Bibliolia is it gets things that could be conceivably found in a library if the universe was a library. The library
So it
does
just
not record.
points you straight to Nidhogg's corpse.
Sadly, that would be beyond my capacity.
It could find Nidhogg's corpse because that's the kind of thing that's actually notable enough to get into the library.
It could, yes. Please don't try. Anyways, Io catches a. We'll just skip over to save. Io catches Lucina. We end the scene there. So So Lucine's going to be out for 2 days.
Okay, so then we're going to need three because she needs 1 to do rituals.
1 day then. I misheard what you said then. My bad. 1 day then. You'll be out for 1 day. So, is anyone doing anything during that day? Besides Sion.
I assume Io is... Miho, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming you're going to start your part of the ritual on the ships.
Oh, give me a sec. I got an act. Give me a second. Something's going on. Did you step away from the PC for a moment?
I'm assuming so. Also, Kos, I feel like you really should have changed this music sometime during this bevy of scenes.
I forgot I had it playing. My bad.
Yeah, I thought of it at one point, then forgot again.
It's fine. It's fine. So, we'll wait for EA to get back then.
Okay, dear?
What? Yeah, I'm just coughing a lot. What's up?
So I assume
Oh, I
once
thought you were laughing earlier.
once you're done your ritual, once Lucine's done her part of the ritual, I assume you're starting your part of the ritual setup on the boats?
Hello?
Mia?
What?
Are you are you hearing I asked, are you doing your ritual stuff after Lucine's done hers, or are you going to check on her
Yeah,
first?
obviously.
Okay, just wanted to double check. So, as
Her falling unconscious is a pretty expected outcome.
fair enough.
Yeah.
As I was doing her ritual stuff and Lucine is unconscious, what are the other 3 members of the party doing?
What was that?
I'm asking what Ashley, Sylvan, and Sion are doing.
Ashley
Me and I?
is
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I asked what Sion, Ashley, and Kirov are doing. Are you okay, Miho? Or is my internet
I'm
fucking up?
okay. No, I'm. It is. Don't worry.
Okay. So, Ashley, Kirov, Sion?
Ashley is
You go. You go?
Ashley is going to spend the time to make sure that the in my notes I've written it as the flush to object cure adapter
That works?
is properly installed in the Prometheus and actually working.
Okay. Okay. So, I imagine involves hitting, once it's plugged in, just shooting it and then having Lady Sakura applying healing magic, because she can do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense. So,
And then, are you still working on the launcher, or is that done?
the Yeet Cannon.
That's probably not a full day
That makes sense.
activity, and given that it's basically just doing math for Lucine, it's probably just been done during time that hasn't already been specified what Ashley is doing.
Yeah, we can
Since I know there's some dead time.
safely off-screen the
Yeah.
construction of the launcher. Kirov says he's passing an iodine
Yeah.
pills, which Sion, what are you doing during this day of everyone else being busy?
You know what she's gonna do.
Chaos?
It's besides chaos.
Raise undead.
Hmm.
Well, the problem is the one corpse she actually the one corpse she knows about that she hasn't burned to ash, because she was feeling responsible for about 5 seconds, is currently under guard. I mean, there's probably a few others they could go after, but that would be assuming that they're still here weeks and months later.
Does Sion want to have? Is Sion going to have a dumb idea?
I guess she could
Yeah.
try and just find and kill a fuck ton of draconids and then sew them all into one draconic body,
You
and
Oh
then
god, you're
try
trying to
and
recreate the
pit
corpse
bash.
dragons in that one set?
Stop. No.
you cannot you cannot Grave Lord Nito a dragon. I'm sorry, no.
But you did that
I mean, there's
already once.
Yes, Sion does
in
not have the
fairness,
abilities to do so.
in fairness, there is an incantation for this, though it's for humanoids, so she could make a humanoid dragon if she figured it out.
Please do not Grave Lord Nito a dragon. I don't have any stats for that.
Suffer for our amusement.
That is what I'm
It would
doing.
have been
Yes,
so much easier if you just let. It would have been so much easier if you just let me raise that one dragon you already had stats for.
no, suffer and die, suffer and explode.
Okay, she's going to experiment to see whether she can burn a spell slot to guarantee the success of her inherent summon demon ability.
Roll a spellcraft check. And where are you doing this experimentation?
It literally does not matter. She could be doing it in the top of a peak in the Rockies or the Andes.
The Rockies.
Because
I,
no one cares about what happens to them
the
anymore.
location does in fact matter. Where are you doing it?
Clearly, she's doing.
Okay, remind me. Actually, do I have to roll to remember something I saw a long time ago?
No, you don't. I'm not that mean.
Okay, so according to her recollection, when we were looking at the big masses of draconic energy all around the world, and the art where we thought the archdragons were, there was nothing in like the Middle East, right?
Yeah, there were no arc dragons in the Middle East. Why?
May have expanded in that direction.
Okay. So she is going to teleport to the city of Aker to, let me just look for a second.
The city.
Nice.
Where are you going?
And
Can I have the
Ghana.
Wikipedia link?
Host, I believe this is what
Suffer
She-
for our amusement.
Or not that, or Sumerian. Sorry. I'm sorry, Sylvan.
No. She is not going there. She is going to the Temple Mount, actually, on Jerusalem.
Quite literally the single most powerful ritual site in existence.
Competition.
So you go there.
No.
Because we know that the Abrahamic God is dead now, and almost all of his angels probably are too.
So as you poof into existence there, I assume you just appear on the roof.
Yes, she does.
Okay, so what you see is very simple. So first, so you blink, look over to the street. You see Draconoids with guns, and
That's
go,
interesting.
following
Neutral jaunt.
what looks like a tank with giant black crystal sticking out of it. And the tank is kind of in what
Oh,
looks
that is
something
neat.
looks like something that looks vaguely like a tank-shaped dragon.
Oh,
So we are in Russia.
No, that just means his territory now covers Jerusalem.
Yes, I know, but this is clearly Putin.
Oh my fucking!
So therefore, all of it is Russia.
The Arc Dragon is not Putin. I will confirm that it is not Putin.
She doesn't
No.
care. She's referring to him as Putin from this point forward.
Oh my god!
At least we stopped referring to Otohime as Oscar.
What was that?
At least we stopped referring to Otohime as Oscar.
But yeah, since it actually doesn't really affect the results, she is just going to go into the ethereal plane
we'll
here
be
and
back.
then continue.
Okay. Have fun. We'll be back soon. But yeah. So you're just going to interfere plane and try to summon a demon
On the Temple Mount.
Yep.
in the Temple Mount.
Yep.
This is either
Yep.
a supercharge your ritual from desecration or cause it to immediately fail.
Roll me a spellcraft check.
Or both. Okay.
Sion, are you trying to summon literally Satan?
You do know that you do
Doesn't
know
seem
that
to
the
have come
devil
off.
exists. You do know this.
Yep. Hey, if he feels like hijacking my attempt to summon a mirror of rock, that's on him for letting me shoot way above my weight class.
I hate how that's your response to that. I hate how in a normal campaign I wouldn't have to worry about, oh no, a player member might summon the literal fucking devil from literal fucking hell. Most games don't have a thing on it.
In most campaigns, you wouldn't report. I mean, no, most campaigns the players would not be dumb enough to try this. Most
Or
campaigns do not involve Sylvan Elmire.
or you. Or your random or your variety of nonsense. Or
No,
Kirov's.
I would not summon I would not summon the devil unless I was certain I had it rigged in my favor.
Ooh, that was really bad. Let's AP that.
I could have told you that one was coming.
And 2.
I am staring blankly at my
Okay,
screen.
46 more where that comes from.
I am staring blankly at my screen. So what are you? So what does this summon? Just a rock?
Yes, it does.
So you just pull a fucking rock out of hell? He's got a fucking shotgun. He looks around confused, like, wait, where the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you? Where the fuck am I?
You're in the ethereal plane in parallel coordinates to Jerusalem on the material plane.
Wait,
On
what?
the Holy Mount.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Don't worry, God is already dead.
Wait,
The
he's
most
just
actual important mechanical question that I think we need to resolve:
what?
did this desecrate the Temple Mount permanently?
Before before you can answer that, before you can answer that question, as the rock just keeps going, what? Fun fact: the rock has less hit dice than you, right, Sion?
It has 10. I have, pretty sure 3, 7, 8, and then 6, so 14,
At
yeah.
minimum, have 11. Assuming we don't touch
Yep.
the extra hit dice nonsense, you have 11. I don't know if that was extra hit dice nonsense from Silky bullshit.
Roll a 1d20 for me.
Yep. 1d20.
Okay, less than your hit dice, you're fine. As the rock just goes, what, 5 times in a row, it promptly bursts in the golden flames and starts screaming. Screaming as you realize the air is starting to feel a bit uncomfy.
That's a fascinating experiment. Thank you for your contributions, sir. I hope you enjoy your eternal torment from now on.
The rock just falls to the floor and starts screaming even louder at that? Are you going to do
Beyond
anything
what I
else?
know, about something on the Temple Mount.
Don't worry, you'll go back to hell in like a minute.
The
I
screams
bet she
get.
just stares watching.
Okay, so you just watch as the rock, screaming the entire time, is slowly completely not consumed by the golden flames, shotgun included. You're not stealing that.
There's
That's
no
fine.
extra chance 23s.
What
Oh,
once
come on, it would probably be a good toy for Kira.
once the rock's gone, roll me another 1d20. How much hit dice? How much hit dice do you have again? 11.
No. I have 17.
What the fuck? Okay, you're fine.
This is why you should check the mechanics before allowing Succubus fusion.
Yes, I learned my lesson at this point. Yes, okay, you're fine, but the air is getting hotter. You might want to leave soon.
That's a good idea. With one last moment, well, no. Actually, no, that would require her to go into the material plane, and that's not worth it with the big tank and the tank dragging around. Hmm.
I can't believe you just summoned and tortured a random demon.
Again, this is what happens
It's
when
Neon.
Neon
This
is
is
not
totally
doing
on
something to
track.
do in an RP session.
We really need to
At
stop.
this point, she can teleport back to Boston.
Okay. So you teleport back to Boston. Is that the end of the scene, or are you going to be pulling out more nonsense?
Hmm. What are the chances that in Under Boston they have carrier pigeons on sale?
They do not have carrier
What?
pigeon on sale.
Oh my god, you're
Right,
actually going through
right.
with that.
We're ending the scene there. We're ending the scene there. No.
Okay.
Uh,
You're
Are you
going to summon
sure?
an
yeah.
infernal carrier pigeon.
Yes, we're ending the
No,
scene
no,
there.
no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a bird, dragonify it, and then
What?
dominate
What?
it.
No.
Make sure it will carry a message back to the Scarlet Queen.
you. We are ending the scene there. You are not fooling the Scarlet Queen today.
I think that would
Hmm.
actually work as the thing. Dragonbird.
You are not. You are not. You are not torturing the Scarlet Queen after torturing a demon. No, we're ending the scene there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, do you
As a
want to?
side note, I hope you don't have any ads for this boss.
So, are we time? So, folks, are we time skipping toward? Are we time skipping towards all the preparations being done and heading out to Tokyo then?
Yes, let's do the thing.
Sure.
Yep. We
Let's
need
do the thing.
Lupine is out for 1 day. 1 day setting up wards on the Italy side, and then probably one more day of final prep, organization, looking at satellites, and the radiation resistance ritual that we will need to determine the mechanics of.
Okay.
And then once all and with all, so that would be 3 more days total, assuming you've been adding so far, which
I have
would be
been.
5 days for the session. Yep, add 5 days for the session total, or 3 more, and then yep, time to go to Tokyo.
So you'll be going to Tokyo on the 22nd, correct?
Seems right.
Okay. So
Hmm.
as everyone gathers up and under Kyoto, preparing for the ritual, I have one last question. Are you taking Sakura with you guys, or just the sword?
We're taking Sakura. Part of the prep that, as discussed earlier, was giving her an escape hatch similar to the one we used on Kenji.
Okay, that
And
works.
while the plan does involve hitting the ship, involves Sion hitting the ship with a dimensional anchor, that should not be of nearly. Sakura is not going to be staying directly with us. We're going
Okay.
to have her further in this. She's going to be somewhere else in the city as the bait.
Okay. So once the entire party is geared up and readied out and starts to head out, you get one last burst of communications with Kenji before we end off the session. Good luck, surfing squadron. Squadron, try to don't die. That especially goes for you, Arata, and for you, Lady Sakura. You do have an hour. You do have an hour, but we have to do. But I have to do balance bullshit for all the balance
Uh,
bullshit for all the maths in the background before we go off to the mission. Unless you guys want me to do that on the fly now, because I have no problem doing that.
I'm good. I'm good with doing it all on the fly. Well, also, isn't there one more scene that needs to happen before we actually initiate?
What am I missing?
Tag along number 2.
Arata?
Ah.
My bad. Tag along number 3.
Ah, thank you for the reminder. As you meet up at crap, wrong button. As you head outside of under Kyoto to the I'll say right outside of Kyoto, the meeting point where Amelia is waiting for you all. There's a rustle on the wind. Rustle on the wind. As let me just grab the stat block from the Draconomicon. Being very careful about so I don't spoil anything else. So It's not actually in just as you all get on the meeting spot before, and as Amelia opens her mouth, you all hear a rustling in the wind before an upgraded assassin, one of those upgraded assassins, calmly just pulls itself out of thin air from behind one of the ruined buildings, carrying a white flag and waving it in its smaller pair of arms as it slivers towards the gathered heroes.
Lucine visibly
Beyond
winces,
waves.
looking between the assassin and Amelia. What do you want?
Amelia tightens her spear. Arata puts his hand on his sword as the dragon tilts its head and tilts its head and tilts its head and then basically figure the right words to describe what it's doing. Reaches down the ground and just cuts into the ground, not the one speaking, whole for a moment. At the as bef- before you can really comprehend what that means. What?
Isn't there a telepathic link that you know who could use here? Because someone's a fucking idiot.
That's not what's going on. So, at the moment after the dragon is finished carving its words into the earth, it suddenly straightens up as you hear a staticky crack on its back, and it pulls a fucking radio out of a patch of scarlet feathers.
So
Okay.
Kirov just chuckles. You really are an opportunistic bastard, aren't you?
The voice that comes, you actually don't recognize the voice that comes in. It's obviously feminine, but this is not the Scarlet Queen talking to you. Hmm.
Or is
Cheering Squadron and tag-alongs. It looks
Yep.
like it looks like you lot are heading out to deal with a mutual annoyance, a thorn in the side of my queen. With her authority, I would like to offer you the aid of one of her executioners to seeing to it to it that that the opposing fool dies a fitting death.
I'm sure that
Lucine's first
sounds.
response is again, to look at Amelia because she's the one who's probably got the biggest issue.
Amelia,
After simply say, I'm sure that sounds mutually beneficial. Any objections?
before Asta can speak, Amelia steps forward, twirling her spear on it. It's a fucking great spear with the blade and the guards styled to look like a cross. He just fucking stabs it into the ground. You can feel a wave of magic emanating out of it. There we go. This said me, sir, nothing untrue can be spoken around me. Now, little serpent, why should we take you up on your offer? And just who are you exactly if you're not the Archdragon in question? Hmm? The radio is silent for a couple moments before that same voice crackles through. You may call me Permafrost, one of Her Majesty's harbingers. Second commands for those of you who don't understand, for those of you who aren't privy to how our workings work. Her Majesty is busy on other matters at the moment.
Lucine just rolls her eyes. Of course she called it you harbingers.
The executioner just stares at Lucine. Lucine the entire time that the Harbinger is talking. Executioner. It's not an assassin. It's an executioner. Anyways, that's. I think it's. Anyways, are you going to be reading? Are you going to be reading that aloud?
I would love to.
Okay. Here comes sanity damage, everyone.
Okay. Hey girl, how are you doing? How's the boss lady doing? For some reason, she's not wanting to take my calls anymore, which is pretty mean of her. But I understand we all have our own standards for boundaries. Anyway, you're kind of pretty in an MMO mob boss kind of way. Final Fantasy XIV specifically. Or maybe Devil May Cry. Yeah, you kind of look like one of those ice demons if I kind of squint and tilt my head. Anyway, I'm happy we'll be working together, and I'm looking forward to hearing your boss's thoughts on my battle plans. Afterwards, Theon telepathically beams her chosen dialogue into the assassin's head.
The executioner rolls its head back and
She audibly refers to it.
gags for a second before you can hear Permafrost's voice come in over the radio. Ah, that one. I'm going to ignore you.
Theon, wait. The Vtuber boy.
Some
Hope your
context for
mistress
those of
finally
us
pays
who are
attention to you.
So,
Theon, what exactly did you do?
Nothing of your concern. It just
Permafrost is.
resulted in a small part of a mountain being blown up, and it's really no one's problem. I'm
Permafrost
sure climbers in
sighs.
a few thousand years will appreciate it.
Permafrost sighs. Your pet succubus has been telepathically harassing Her Majesty on and off for the last couple months.
I
Lucine
wouldn't call
blinks,
it harassment.
pauses,
That
turns to
would
Theon, and just gives her a very big smile and a thumbs up.
Did you ask her about her dragon's extended warranty?
No. I did
Ashley
ask
is
her a
going.
few other interesting questions.
Ashley is going to just gently sigh.
There is the sound of flesh hitting metal as Amelia facepalms against her spear.
You get used to it, trust me.
Yeah.
That said, back to the actual topic. As much as I would like to say otherwise, there is simply no tactical advantage to betraying us here. It simply means we cannot discuss plan. We are not relying on any notable capabilities that I believe will not be found out in short order anyway. And as long as we do not discuss future plans for the duration of this partnership, I am okay with it.
Amelia hums for a second, the nun slash inquisitor tilting her head back, her habit flaring slightly as he does so.
Oh. I completely forgot.
What?
I telepathically input all my thoughts on Supernatural into one of the dragons we killed heads. I should do that for the Scarlet Queen too when we have to fight her.
Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
You can hear a sigh come from the radio. I immediately understand why my Majesty said to just ignore you. I'm going to continue doing that now.
Have you considered the B-movie script?
No, that would be too cruel. We're friends, not enemies. Even if we're killing each other.
Sion, please.
Just do my immortal.
No.
We are best friends.
Yeah, how the fuck do you even know what that is?
It's cursed, of course. Mon knows what it is. Anyways, back on topic.
Oh no, this is Kira, not on.
Back on topic. Amelia hums for a second. Something doesn't add up here for me. What is your so-called Majesty's price, I must ask? As he says that, Arash is very carefully circling around the dragon in case it tries anything funny. The executioner
What?
tilts head again before Permafrost's voice comes over the radio once more. Nothing much. If possible, the Ark Dragon's heart. If not, he would like a
I'd still
vial
like
of
to
its
eat that.
blood.
I'd probably drink that.
Lucine is much to her. Lucine would be refusing if it weren't for the last session.
What's that supposed to mean? Alright, the cultist.
Right. Basically, she would refuse, but she just got a reality check and is going, this might help keep EO safe. We can afford one vial. And it also helps that if she gains any of the domain from said vial, it is a domain that is relatively easy to countermeasure if it's not, the primary.
A vial, then. That is ideal. The assassin will accompany you and obey your commands. If it dies, please let us recover its remains.
50-50.
That is not negotiable.
Okay, you can have it, but it might be undead at the time.
Acceptable?
Beyond? No.
Acceptable? We'll
I'm
simply have to
glad that
re-kill it.
you're reasonable. As I said, I'm glad that you, of all people, are reasonable, unlike these cretins I'm stuck with.
Have you considered defecting?
Sadly, I still care about some of them.
The same.
At least that means you can have more than one of us.
Plus, if I was with there, I'd have to give your boss girl talk all day long. And then I'm pretty sure she'd just kill herself.
The radio
Have you
turns off
considered
at that.
defecting?
The radio turns off at that moment.
This comedy duo is so good.
So the executioner is just bowing, waiting for you guys to order it to do something.
Oh,
I think you broke that one.
well, I guess let's get on the road.
Yes. So before we head off, last minute check. Mio, you back yet?
I've been here.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were
She
back yet.
laughed
Said anything.
gags in there.
Oh, I did not hear that. My brain is. I apologize. I wasn't sure. I didn't hear you. I wasn't sure. My bad. Okay. So yes, you've acquired teammates. You are now going to go murder an Orc Dragon with the power of friendship. There's no way this
And
could
this
go
gun
horribly.
I found.
Yay!
So,
And this thermobaric bomb I found.
oh my fucking god. So as the party travels towards Kyoto, I assume we're just grabbing a fucking random fucking truck from the military dudes at this point.
Yep.
You're using that to go there.
Because I want.
Lady Sakura and
Okay,
the
and we've got
Inquisitor
radio.
are sitting as far away from each other as they can.
As a side note, I would like to make one note.
What?
Theon put a birthday hat on the executioner's head.
Where did you get that?
Don't
worry
ask
about it.
questions you don't want the answer to.
Okay. So Lady Sakura and the Inquisitor Amelia are sitting as far away from each other as they can be, and are just pretending the other person doesn't exist. Arata is doing maintenance checks on all his weapons next to Lady Sakura. The executioner is just following the truck like the world's most lost puppy. Puppy, and I assume Ashley's driving again?
Who else? Actually, no.
yeah.
We couldn't have Ashley drive.
Alright, the Prometheus. The Prometheus is going to be stomping along next to the car. So who's driving it? then.
I guess
you're right.
Kirov will.
Oh yeah, Kirov is our secondary.
Oh god, Kirov's driving. Oh no. Okay, so the drive to Tokyo takes a couple hours. The sun is half past noon roughly. Like somewhere between somewhere around like 3 to 5 p.m. maybe. Maybe as you drive towards Tokyo, and the scent of like rotting wood just gets stronger and stronger as you approach the edge of the city. And when you get there, what you see is just a city in ruins. The damage is honestly comparable to what Strength did to Rome. There are buildings collapsed and leaning over. Tokyo Bay is just a solid wall of purple muck. And the buildings are level or collapsed. Honestly, a lot of the buildings look like they're fucking melting. And did you guys bring Geiger counters with you?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the Geiger counter starts fucking screaming the moment you enter the city limits.
Shocker. Yes. There is a radiation resist ritual on everyone but the assassin.
The assassin does not seem to care if it lives or dies. Dies, it just follows after you next.
All right.
So, Tokyo Tower is relatively intact, unlike the buildings surrounding it.
Oh, surprise.
When you get closer, from what you can tell, it looks like most of the damage was done in two ways. First was whatever happened when Odaheim turned and crawled into the ocean.
Otohime.
Otohime, thank you for correcting me. Otohime crawled into the ocean, and then there's just signs of the fleet selling the hell out of Tokyo. It looks like they were carefully avoiding hitting Tokyo Tower for some reason, however.
Fuck.
Huh.
Lucine's actually baffled. She didn't want to use it for some magic reason. This is sentimental for her.
Lady Sakura rubs her lips. I wonder. She might want to use the tower for something of her own later on, perhaps. She won't get a chance to do it.
That is the goal. Theon, you know your role. Everyone else. We have everyone else. Let's climb the tower because we will be launching ourselves soon after the bomb.
So what did the launcher describe? So someone described the launcher towards me.
So basically, Kos, it's another ritual circle, but it's just, or rather, it's a bunch of small ritual circles chained together, and each one is adding velocity.
A ritual circle coil gun.
Pretty much.
Okay, so as you double check the launcher, Amelia looks down to it. Are all of your plans this harebrained?
Would you like to know how he got onto? Would you like to know how he got into strength?
No, but I have the feeling you're going to tell me anyways, he says as Arata perks up.
Oh well, I strapped some rockets onto a technical and drove it off of a sufficiently high ramp.
She sighs. I see. Anyways, whatever she was going to say is promptly cut off. So how fast did you expect for Odahime to get to
Otohime.
Tokyo?
Of character, I made sure we had the numbers, so Lucine will give the number.
You expect to take like a day. I think we agreed it was like a day or so because the sheer amount of engines and magic bulls it has.
Yep, and Lucine very much
Unfortunately, it
planned
does not
for it
take a
if she
day.
wasn't.
Unfortunately, it does not take a
Lucine
day.
would have. I'm saying Lucine would have planned for early arrival and built timing for it.
I know. I'm still putting on the dramatic music because I do my description.
Wait, what's happening?
Orihime is showing up early. As you guys said, Amelia is cut off mid-sentence by a part of the bay turning a solid black before your Geiger counter starts screaming even fucking harder is a massive ship. It doesn't even look like a ship. It looks like a giant, vaguely ship-like mound of ships and guns and decks. Bursts out of the water. And lands kicking up massive waves. It is in fact basically a space Hulk in the water, kicking up massive sludgy waves as it arrives. Odaheim's flagship appearing to use
We just teleported.
appearing to have teleported using whatever technology or magic is behind the portal network.
Well, I'm glad we had to work together to pre-build that ritual. Well,
Now
we're going.
No, you go first.
I was saying, well, I'm glad we had to do all the math for that ritual ahead of time. Actually, Lucine probably just has it written, planning to like have Prometheus carry a board up with the whole ritual thing on it.
Yeah, that works for me. So, very important question.
Because they the calcs ahead of time.
Yeah, very important question. Where are you putting Sakura? Where is she in Tokyo?
He is further in and is also immediately going to, the moment we fire the bomb, she's teleporting out.
Okay. So, as you summon the bomb and put it into place, your Geiger counters promptly screech all at once as the wards shiver, as you can feel a pulse of radioactive draconic magic emanate outwards from the wreck and washing over the entirety of Tokyo. Arata frowns and tilts his hat. That must be Hime.
Perfect. Good news, Sakura was covered in the radiation ward.
Yes.
She'll be just fine.
Bad news. The guns are moving.
Fire.
As you fire the bomb, every gun on the ship at once is swinging towards the Tokyo Tower.
Lucine doesn't seem that shocked and just makes finger guns. Eats starlight.
I will note, the guns only started moving after the radiation pulse.
And we were pretty much firing for the supersonic bomb very quickly.
Yes, the bomb cuts through the air and slams in the hole in a flash of light. The sheer kinetic force combined with the explosion, smashing a gaping hole in the ship and actually pushing it back in the water just a little bit.
Also, a reminder, that bomb was specifically enchanted so that with a ritual that it does some extra fire damage across the whole thing.
Yeah, so effectively, you blow a massive goddamn hole in the ship, and you can see that some of the less rusted parts, no, not some of the less, some of the more rusted parts of the Hulk's exterior are glowing a little bit from the heat. And the guns have stopped for a second, as you can see the ship actually start pulling in water to try and cool itself off.
All right, it's go time, people.
Alrighty, let's get moving.
I think we just Lucine has cast Featherfall on all 7 party members.
And the tag-alongs.
That's
Everyone ready?
7.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Yep.
no one heard Lucian's one-liner, and then, as she launches, she pulls out a stone from her pocket, crushes it, and says, "Activate encirclement wall."
Okay, and as you guys are flung through the air, let me swap to the white map. Give me a second. You can see the 6 sips appear into existence, and guided by Lucian's magic, start laying into the Hulk. But before you can see its response, you all fly through the hole bound thanks to Featherfall, basically bounce down what appears to have been an elevator shaft before landing at the bottom inside of the Hulk.
The Prometheus is absolutely landing in. I'm thinking specifically of Metroid Prime, that pose that Samus makes when she lands at the beginning. That's probably not exclusive to that, but that's specifically what I have in mind. Just the.
Do it then, that sounds cool. Please put your tokens in the map with a giant fucking hole in it.
Yep.
I will grab all your tagalongs. Why did I give you so many? Alright, because this is gonna be brutal.
That's a fucking large map. I'll be honest, I didn't process the square six for a second, so I wondered why the Prometheus was 1 by 1.
7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 2 plus 2.
Oh
The-
god, right. You said Eerie more dragon.
The light silver lines dictate the walls of the room, by the way.
Alright.
Grab Arata, and then fucking them. And the Inquisitor as well. Give me a second. There's so many tokens. You guys are gonna have so much backup. I'm pretty sure half of it's going to die.
Yep.
I would now change the music. Once I add the Michidon to the party. Give me a second to grab her token before I forget. Fucker Namagon. Head Inquisitor Amelia.
Oh no, Yono has a mischance.
However, let's see, I need a good place to track it because displacement is severely turn limited. It only lasts 8 turns and I have to reapply it.
Making sure you can see her. You guys aren't seeing the bar. Can you guys not see the numbers on the Can you guys see the bars on the Executioner? Let me fix that.
No.
Alright. Io is using all her first level spell slots. Requests on ability buffs, 2 per person.
First,
How do you know
first,
that's the first level?
Enhance ability is first level, isn't it?
It's second.
Oh, I still have enough. 2 plus, Io currently has +5 to her dex and her whiz. I can do 2 for the rest of the party that doesn't have magic very easily because it's only 2 people. Stats, Kirov, what do you want?
Give some to Arata.
I will be with the leftover because I have enough to cast for 2 enhance abilities for 4 people. Okay. Kirov has +5 to strength and dex for the next well, essentially for the fight, honestly.
Still gotta get to the Arc
Arata
Dragon
has
first.
Hmm?
Still gotta get to her.
You're hitting yourself with that, right?
Yeah.
Yuri?
Okay, see it. Do your buffs. Who the NPCs are getting buffs and what are they getting for buffs?
What are Arata's primary stat?
Rada's main stat is Dex and Dex and Dex.
Okay. Does he scale off of strength at all?
No.
Okay, he gets an enhanced ability to strength. Sorry, to Dex.
Dex and Con to increase his HP, yes?
Yeah,
And fort saves because of all the radiation.
yeah.
You know what? I'm going to use the size category in my sheet to actually account for temporary.
That's probably a
Very
safe way to do it.
Okay, give me a second to
Then
calculate how much
Dragonheart
HP.
size.
Give me a second to calculate how much HP that's going to give Arata. How much HP is that going to give Arata?
If Arata's stats are odd, that'll give him a +3 to his con mod. If they are even, that will give him a +2 to his con mod.
And then you just multiply that by character level.
You're giving him so much HP.
Good.
Yeah, he needs it.
No, he
needs
doesn't.
it.
He has a mischance.
His mischance is not that good.
It's a flat 50.
Dragonheart
Oh, is it a flat 50?
size.
It is.
Ashley, stats. What are they?
Dex and might as well go strength because grappling is a viable option with my size.
Alright, you have +5 to those.
So, how much is the +5 to
Alright.
stats again?
+5 is enhanced ability. He gets +5 X, +5 con. Kirov gets +5 strength, +5 X. Ashley gets +5 strength, +5 X. And Eel is now out of second level spells.
Lucine is also, I think, definitely out of. I'm not sure how many, and she had to burn a. Yeah, Lucine is also probably got a few. Well, I guess her low levels don't matter much from here out, and she can just vial if needed.
Okay, so Arata now has 54 hit points.
Shield of the Faith unfortunately does not stack with Seed Armor, which is very irritating.
And recently-
No, Shield of the Faith should.
Okay, then everyone also has Shield of the Faith. That's
Wait, is that?
everyone.
I thought that was a
I-
self-target.
That's not self-target, I thought.
So
was
many
looking at
buffs.
it.
No, it's fucking Tut.
No, you're thinking of mage armor.
No, yeah, Shield of the Faith is a shimmering mat. No, yeah, it's a deflection mat. It's a +3 to deflection. Everyone has +3 AC. Everyone. The entire party, including the Executioner. I have
Yeah.
9
Oh,
first level
oh my
spells.
god, I need to. Well, I guess right. That's a
That's-
spell slot mirror.
That's a divine spell. thing.
Lucine can occasionally get onto divine lists for buffs. She got a few there, but yeah.
Okay, so where's my +6 armor coming from? I know part of that is actually Shield of the Faith, because I know I cast it before every fight. Yeah.
So many buffs. So Amelia gets that buff as well.
So I am
Yeah.
currently rocking 39 AC.
Good. Part of it is
Did you get
bless.
+2 attack to just flat +2 to hit to all of our allies?
You broke up a lot there. Can you please repeat that?
Lucine gave the usual +2 to hit from Bless plus Prey.
Right. I also have a resistance and virtue on everyone, which is
Fun-
+1 HP and +1 to saves.
Fun fact: the
Where are
+2
you
to hit.
getting this from?
Fun fact: the +2 to hit is a lot more useful for the assassin than the AC buff.
Where are you
Yes.
getting all these slots, dear?
Virtue and resistance are fucking cantrip.
How long do they last?
Okay, so
I don't actually remember.
everyone, please roll initiative.
That does sound familiar.
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, Virtue is only lasts 1 minute and gives 1 temporary HP.
Yeah, it's the same with resistance. It's
Yeah.
still 1 minute, which is a combat. This is an Arc Dragon fight. She's throwing every buff.
They're like
Uh,
things
uh,
that
do you
aren't
actually-
big, but if you
With how many rounds it would take to get Virtue and Resistance up, you can't get both on everyone.
That's true, you're right. I just won't bother then. I'll put it on myself and no one else.
Probably.
that's fair.
Give me a second to check
Yeah, because
attribute.
those two will-
Can anyone benefit from magic weapon?
I will not be.
I
Every-
think I can.
Everyone who's not Kirov has magic weapons at this point, I think. Jesus Christ! Plus
One
9
second,
for
is
Dex
it-
bonus on. Plus 9 Dex bonus on Rada.
Magic weapon is what level again? Second or third?
It's 1, but it's I don't think anyone's weapons can benefit from it.
Errata?
Ashley modded everyone's guns to have +1 enhancement bonus.
Oh, you're right. I can't. Right.
Okay,
So
so
you'd be the only one who could, and you would have to swap recast it on every sword.
Which is not happening.
give me a sec to find Errata and Amelia's stat blocks. Give me a sec if I can do their fucking math. Give me a second. Oh, this is going to be
Also,
the executioner just goes last. The dragon doesn't obey normal initiative.
Yuri, do you have aid on anyone?
what does aid do again?
Aid is +1 morale bonus to attack rolls and saves against fear effects.
I rolled an at one.
+1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects. Plus a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 + 1 per caster level.
Yeah, do morale bonuses stack?
Pretty sure they.
I forget.
I don't think.
morale does.
I don't think morale
I
does.
think we have morale already.
Yeah, you have morale from prayer.
Okay. Party initiative. I think party initiative has been rolled.
I will cast aid on myself though.
Okay, so party initiative has been rolled. Okay, let's see. So let me check something real quick. It is currently. Okay, we have like 20 minutes left before we have to end the session. So let's begin. So let's begin Operation Marineford and for the attempt to hunt down and kill the third Arc Dragon. Astley, you and the Prometheus go first. You see, you're in a massive room which seems to be the bottom of a huge fucking elevator shaft. There's a door to the south of you and a door to the north of you. Both of them are closed. What do you do?
Well, there happens to be a super convenient door right next to me, so I'm gonna look through it.
You see a long hallway with another.
Also gonna take a look around what's in there.
Yeah. You don't see any signs or anything.
Eel does, by the way, manifest a fell blade.
Makes sense in case you're in trouble.
Not a divine blade.
No,
this is because she can abuse vials to maximize.
So you flick a glance down the hallway. You don't see anything, but you do realize the interior of the dungeon is kind of flooded. It's not enough to impede movement, but if you end your turn touching the floor, touching the thick of water, you'll gain a gunk stack. So are you just looking down the hallway, or are you doing... Alright, you have a hazmat suit, you fucking bastard. That'll protect Kirov. So.
Kirov's in hazmat, Ashley is in power armor.
Yeah, that means the gunk stack would just go to Prometheus, not to Ashley herself.
Yeah.
She would.
Yeah.
So just looking at Ashley, or are you moving down the hallway as well?
What do you say at the opening the door? That's probably a free action, isn't it?
It is, in fact, a free action. I'll let you opening one door is a free action, yes.
Good question, because this spell magic did purify the water, correct?
Yeah, yes, it's just there's a lot of it, and when you went in, you thought it was sucking in more corrupted water from the bay to cool itself off from the fire damage.
That's annoying.
Jeez, it's almost like the Arc Dragon is smart.
Now it's still stunned, and our ships are shelling
I'm gonna move aside and communicate to the rest of the party what's down there.
The ships are also serving as a giant ritual circle, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
That is exactly why.
So.
On that note, actually, Eel would have attached, just a fucking, atonement field to the words, because she has no reason to.
Okay, so you're atonement.
Permanently as atonement.
So everyone has atonement?
It's just
Okay.
permanent.
Nice.
Okay, you're
If I have
stacking it.
prep time, I can do nonsense. That is general.
Yep, that's how this game rolls. Okay, so that's your turn. Lucine, you're going. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I've actually got good. I've got better AC than I normally do, so I will sprint to the door, pop it open.
Wrong layer. Right layer.
Also, because I assume we can safely tell that tell the rough direction that Otohime is in.
Yeah, using the pulses, you can tell that Otohime is west and down.
From me or from the entrance?
Entrance.
West and down. Yep.
In that case, she actually would not make that path.
No, I mean
Move.
no. You see a door.
We'll see
There's a door over here. You don't no takebacks.
Yeah, fair enough.
You should have asked first.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
invincible.
no, that's on me. Lucy
So what you-
yells, nothing up here.
No,
I
there
think she's-
no. You do see something. You see another big. You see a big fucking door here, and another big fucking door over here.
Flavor's a big fucking door.
Yeah. Also, make a listen check. Do you want to AP that?
No.
Okay, you think you might hear. Give me a second. Just put the slap a gunk stack onto a. To Prometheus. Give me a moment. You hear what sounds like could be snoring from this room. From whatever's on the other side of this door. It's cracked open a little bit. Big snoring, not human-sized.
Oh yeah, but Lucine is going to gesture. Actually, I think we probably have some form of hand gestures at this point. We've been working long enough together.
Yeah,
Probably.
Not
And-
this
and-
way.
Yeah, this was something Kira probably drilled back in you way back when.
yeah, I'll let you have that.
But yeah, she's just gesturing. Not this way. Check south. Not.
Military hand signs is something they can definitely have learned realistically within the time frame they've been active.
And that's your entire turn then?
Yes.
Okay, you gain a gunk stack and we end your turn. Sion, your move, what you doing?
Okay, so.
Where are you going?
So our friend has confirmed that there is another door here, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and there's a door here. Okay, so. He is going to try to teleport right here,
Where is she trying to teleport?
right in front of the door.
Spellcraft check.
Okay.
Also, Sylvan, remember you need to cast Dimensional Anchor on the ship. You need teleportation disabled.
This is greater teleport.
We still no. We need you to, not you did.
On the
I
ship.
have dimensional anchor, it's okay.
Okay, I will also do it. Okay, that also works. So,
Well, actually, wait. Sylvan probably cast it during prep mode. We're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, if you say
this was
so.
Actually, let me just
prepped
take
up,
that
Yeah, it's probably anchored.
You probably anchored it
Oh,
as
the
you guys
ship has
landed.
door, okay.
So you're teleporting. Teleporting then? Yeah, roll a spellcraft check.
I forgot that
So-
since it's an additional skill, I have to put it in manually.
Suffer for my amusement.
Okay. Is it really for your amusement if it's something you have to do too?
You'll see what I mean.
Oh.
Okay, you get through, but you gain through, but you're going to take some stacks of Dracotoxin. Toxin as you just push through something that feels utterly
Okay.
filthy. You gain 3 stacks of Dracotoxin.
Neat. Okay, so it will be a purple, and I think it was 3.
No,
Yes.
I put it down. I put it down. That's the
Oh.
skull and crossbones. Give me a sec. Wrong.
Okay.
Give me a sec. There we go.
Okay.
Wait, is Sion immune to poison?
Yes.
I think we ruled that as that if the poison affects a Prometheus, it affects Sion too.
Yeah, that's fair.
If
It's
I
true.
remember correctly.
It's true. It's raw dragon back bullshit and bullshit. I'll say Draco. I'll say you take half damage from it. So you take 2 damage from each stack instead of 5. As a
Okay, and that
compromise.
goes immediately or after a certain.
Honestly, bluntly, Coast, what you really needed to do with the Dracotoxin is have the Prometheus and so with the going to be on you.
You know, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Both Sion and honestly, yes. Both Sion and are immune to put. That's a good point. They're immune to damage. I'll say they're immune to damage then. So you just have the stacks if they don't do anything to you right now.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
Sion, you land. You hear. You're closer. You can hear that there's 2 cases of snoring coming from this room. From this room to your west.
Neat. Okay.
What you
I'm
doing?
not going to waste an action surge at this point. Oh wait, are we still in turns?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay,
We
are
are.
in turns.
we are in combat. So,
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so she is not going to waste a action surge to open the door now, since that was a standard
opening
action.
the
so
opening the
instead-
door. So
Yep. You can open the door as a free action.
Yeah.
opening the door is a free action.
Closing it is a
Yeah,
standard.
but I
okay,
don't
she
know how
opens the door.
Cause loves her prepared actions, so I'd say wait on it.
Rude.
That's true. And then again, she's invisible.
It's up to you.
Yes, but
Actually,
the
no.
door
Right. So what she does is she steps over here, and then with one arm pushes it open.
Okay, so the massive door swings open with a groaning screech. Give me a sec to hop on right later to turn. So,
Hooray!
not done. Wait, no, wait, not you. So you see a room, and it is first there's a fucking dragon of a kind you have not seen before. Some sort of spiky sea serpent looking bastard. Seems to be slithering away from a massive fucking door in the floor. However, flanking the massive fucking door in the floor are 2 fucking ship guns mounted in the walls. One pointing your way, the other pointing towards the 2 doors to the south.
So actually, question, Coast.
Okay.
Yes? What?
When you said down, is that physically below us, or down on the map? Where Otohime's location?
Physically down.
Okay, so we need to we need the hatch.
Well, on my next turn, I have a plan for one of the turrets.
Let me guess.
Actually, let me actually, yeah, it'll have to be next turn because she's not close enough to do it right now.
Okay, so you're just waiting? Do you pass this information along to the rest of the party?
Yes, she does.
Okay, also, are you
Via
touching the floor?
telepathy. No.
Okay, so you don't get a gunk stack. But unfortunately, the dragon realizes something's going on. And its head is snapped up in your direction. Give me a second to put it in front. with the thorn serpent's thing on the fucking. It goes right after the executioner. Fuck it.
Okay. So
It is looking in your direction. It realizes
she
something is going on.
stationary. Okay. To
It-
oppose
it-
whatever spot check you have going on behind.
It does not see you. Sion is invisible. And you're not touching the water, so you don't get a gunk stack.
The door opened essentially, so it snapped its head in that direction.
Yes, exactly.
How the fuck?
She's literally invisible.
I
Anyways.
cast greater invisibility as part of the buff.
Anyway, so the next up
Trying
is
to figure out how you have the 56. That's what will have you.
Because she's a succubus. That is
I
a
forgot about
spell-like ability.
Yeah, I forgot about the
No,
greater
it's actually
thing.
not. It's a spell. Greater
Oh,
invisibility
right.
is just a spell act.
just have to bring up Amelia's seat in my end, so I can check her movement.
It's ethereal jump as a spell act.
What is her dex?
Her dex is 17. She's a strength build. Her dex.
It's slower than mine. I go first. Fuck off.
That is fair. You go first.
Alright, I'm actually going to add my initiative, so I do. For her, my dex is 0.24 then. That is score 11.24. Alright, cool.
You go.
Alright, so. Mostly for flanking. Eel is going to move here. Open
Okay.
the door. She has moved 25 of her honestly ludicrous amounts of movement.
Of her yes
You're at
movement.
90, right?
I am at 90 base plus expeditious retreat, which is 120.
Oh dang! I'm missing 30 base.
I'm
missing 30 base in my math for you.
I thought I was 90 base. I can't remember though.
It's fine.
I thought you were 50 base because you don't have haste at the moment.
Anyways, I assume you open the
but
door.
I don't really. Yeah, no. I literally said I opened the.
Oh, I did not hear you. I'm bad. I'm shit. Another hallway with another door.
All right. So that's 25, 65. That's 90. Open this door. I have 30 feet of room remaining.
Another long ass hallway with two more doors in it.
Okay, Eel will move here. And
Uh-huh.
then as her standard action, she will continue moving. So I have another 120 feet. Open this door.
You open this room, which seems to be flanked from, and find a warp coral. Crackling of energy.
Okay.
Coast. I don't think it would work.
It won't work to move the ship, but it'll work on its own, I believe.
No, I wouldn't. Anchoring the ship kill the coral
No.
within it.
Okay,
Why would it kill the coral? It just prevents it from teleporting.
Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. Kill the teleport ability. That was bad wording.
No, because you're anchoring the ship.
Yeah,
Dimensional anchor just anchors you to this plane of existence. It does not prevent you from having access to the spell teleport.
Yeah, the ship cannot teleport. That doesn't mean other things can't teleport to the ship. You try to open that.
You'll move here.
Okay, you try to open that door.
I mean, it does very conspicuously have door only opens to dragon.
Oh, I thought that was in the GM layer. Fuck.
Eo is kind of just staring at this sign. I'm going to assume that it's there because it's funnier that way.
You know, clearly the dragons put the sign there because they got sick of the ghost trying to open it.
That would make sense. Okay,
What
so
does the sign say?
so what Eel does is she presses her fell blade against the door. I'm totally a dragon, guys. Trust.
Spellcraft check.
Do you want auto success, or auto success?
Auto success. Okay, 37. You know what? The door totally buys that you're a dragon and opens the fuck up. opens the fuck, and you see the sea serpent dragon that Sia mentioned. Its head snaps towards you, and it fucking screams at the top of its lungs.
Eel frowns, and in a very reasonable voice says, you don't have to be so loud, right? You can just be talking a normal inside voice, you silly little dragon.
The roar gets louder.
I see we're doing this the hard way then. I'm not going to roll to talk because, talking is a free action, but taunting is not. So she'll just kind of stand there, cheekily, waving at the dragon.
Okay, Kirov's turn.
I'm going to double move.
Oh, also the dragon is my dodge target.
Okay, also you gain a gunk stack for touching the floor.
That's
Hazmat.
Not you.
me, Kira, not you.
You have a hazmat. You're immune. You're immune, you little cheeky. Shotgun man just trudges through the Dark Soul gunk swamp.
Technically I'm also immune because I have the Shield of the Faith. Thank you.
Ah, humbug.
I'm
How does
joking
that help?
around, Ghost.
Okay.
It's a magical shield deflecting. I was being a smartass.
Okay, so
I mean, Lucine has regular shield.
Kirov double moves. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, head quest Inquisitor Amelia. Fun fact: she's actually kind of fucking fast.
Something Lancer.
No. Something Spanish Inquisition. Something.
Lamau, yeah.
Might be what comes from going for.
And by fast, I mean she has 90 feet of movement.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Actually, that's
You didn't buff
horrifically
her.
Exactly.
fast.
So she
That is
uses.
faster than the entire party.
Yeah, she's going to double
No,
move
it's-
twice. I'm going to
I
use
think
double move twice. She has 50 movement left.
Eel does actually have like 60 or 90 face, so Eel is fast as fuck.
Yeah, and she's just gonna spin around and settle into place next to Sion.
The invisible succubus lady.
Yes. Arata turn. Where do you want Arata to go?
Arata should probably follow Eel.
Yeah, Arata is flying, so he is not touching the ground.
We probably would have also ordered the executioner to stick with the squishy damage dealer.
So Arata and the Executioner are both going to you.
Yes.
Did you slap a movement buff onto Arata?
Yes, I think we gave him expeditious retreat, didn't we?
Let me
Yes.
check. I posted that in chat.
Yeah,
because
I know.
forgot.
I know you posted all your buffs. Yes, you did.
Okay, so that's plus 100 movement then.
Arata also 30 movement from expeditious retreat, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna double move to go here.
He should have enough movement to get somewhere like there. Also, Arata does have flaming weapon.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, he's also flying, so he does not need to worry about the poison swamp effect because he's a cheater who cheats with wings.
Oh yeah.
And then it's the Executioner's turn. Did you give the Executioner a movement buff?
No.
No,
Okay,
I don't think it needs it.
you don't, and it has 60 movement naturally. So it's going to rust down here. Have you ordered it to kill any dragons you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun fact: it has a buffed version of a what the fuck is it called again? Give me a second. Check the feet.
Does it just have blind sight? Because that would do it.
Yeah, it has blind sight.
Coke? Did Arata do anything, or did he double move or single move?
Double
He
moved.
double moved.
Okay, dang. I was gonna say if he did nothing, hit the coral.
Okay, so yeah. it's going to give me a sec. Not bothering putting it to visual, it's gonna break. I can't. What if?
We do not need to destroy the coral. We can just undead it.
Yeah, no, it's not going for the coral.
Yeah, I was just thinking of other things.
Where the fuck did I
It's
put
more
that?
useful to us if we make it our minion instead.
Yeah, so it has a buff version of spring attack. That does not consume its standard movement.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's just
Wait,
going
how
to.
does it have another? How does it have another action though?
Shit, you're right.
Oh, then again, it is a dragon.
No, dragons
No.
only get one action per turn.
No, they just know that.
Right.
Dragon turn. The Thorn Serpent is going first. Thorn Serpent is going to glare at me, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You can just have to pull open the base stat block and another tab. So many tabs, a little time.
I do see that Mr. Thorny Boy does have an aura.
Don't worry, that aura doesn't involve you yet.
I mean, because I'm not in it yet.
Yeah, it's going to use the water on the floor to affect the water on the floor to swim right up into your face.
Oh my, how lewd.
And then it's going to grapple you.
Good luck? Question mark?
Grapple check.
No. You get interrupted check. The
Improved
answer is
grab. I know it's a crit, but it has improved grab.
yes. It's fine. If it misses this attack, I get to hit it anyway. Or I'll just use that as my attack roll.
Lamau, fair.
I am completely okay with shamelessly saving that crit. Thank you.
Shit, so it needs to
Well, I
bite you.
mean,
So it's going to bite you, and if it bites you, it's going to try to grab you.
Wait. Pause. Is its bite an attack versus AC?
Yes.
Okay, roll your attack.
32 does not hit, I assume.
No, get agile or opposed.
You're okay. So it's going to bite you. It's going to. Its fangs are going to lash out. And then you just duck away at the last second and stab it for all of its goddamn absolute defense.
That is not how Eel does her reposes. Eel brushes aside at the last moment she pushes the dragon's jaw aside with the flat of her blade before deftly leaving a gash across its face.
Damn, you stabbed it. Okay, let me check something. On the other hand, because you stabbed it, it gets to make a free spike attack against you.
Ah, that's how that works.
yeah, that seems fair.
Okay, let me just
Yeah,
check.
it's a thorn dragon.
Let me check the-
I will say, I think for the sake of the rules, you can only. I feel because technically, is there any rule against if this misses ping ponging?
I can only agile repose once per round.
Does a 38 hit you?
Yes, that meets my AC. Exactly, it meets my AC, I
Has to
believe.
roll a fucking. Okay.
Wait, no, it doesn't. I lied.
How much?
Give me a second. I am not sure if it does. I have to check my interactions because I have +3 from Shield of the Faith in my Mist tab. I also have +3 from another source, but I'm not sure if dodge is accounted there, so give me a check at this check my feats.
Yep. Take your time.
Dodge is
The end of its turn, right? Like, is that the end of its turn?
The bite. Yeah, give me a sec. It's going to be action pointing. That's why I'm asking either check her AC. I'm just.
Well, yeah, no, I'm more saying why don't we move on while Miho looks that up since we
Nope.
know.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Give me. I don't want
Actually,
to
wait,
though.
is this
I don't
not-
want to though. Fuck, 2 seconds.
Okay,
Actually,
Eerie,
we should not move on. It is 10.
Because- pause. Let me ask my question first. Is there any other sources of AC that you was getting that are not on my character sheet that I should be aware of, buff-wise? From any
I
of
did
your
not provide any
shenanigans? Okay.
I did not provide any AC.
Then my mist should be 1 lower than it actually is, so that does hit.
Okay, so it's just going to roll spike damage
However,
against
50-50. 50-50.
50-50.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a mischance. You're right.
Odds are even, Mio. Odds are evens for what you want.
That's not how mischance works. Roll 1d100. Please do it properly.
Fuck.
It's because of how probability works. It is better for me if you roll a 100.
I
So
don't think it is.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
So you dodge past the spike.
Because of how the computer generated stuff works. Sorry.
It's fine. So the spike misses you.
Mhm.
Just jab it into where you would have been 5 seconds ago, and we'll end the dragon's turn there. Just going to write a little note. And we'll do a to be continued with combat breaking out. Does that sound good with everyone?
Works with me.
Sounds good.
Yep, I was just like, oh wait, we're at the top of the turn order, and now.
Yeah, it's a good place to end.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you guys tired, I guess?
It is. No, I'm not tired. I can keep going.
I'm not tired. I could keep going, but I'm.
Same.
I'm getting tired, and it is past midnight.
It is
I'm
past
also
midnight for people on the East
it is
Coast.
past midnight for the coast. I'll say we ended off here. But that's fine. I expected this battle to take multiple sessions anyways.
Yeah.
I
It'll
didn't
be
expect to hit your position.
So,
Yeah, no, we're completely fine. We get to continue on Sunday, so no big
Yep.
deal.
give me a second to just do my end of stream stuff and whatnot, and we'll no longer be live.
We'll probably be done with Arc Dragon by next Tuesday.
Yep. So,
End of next Tuesday,
Yeah, I was
specifically,
gonna say.
right?
Make-
Does
yeah.
that sound about right, Ghost?
oh yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, this fight's gonna be a gauntlet. You guys are gonna see why when you get there. So, thank you all to everyone who came tonight. I hope you had fun. Next time we pick up with Drakopocalypse on Sunday, the party will be continuing their boarding action of the enemy flagship, the giant, massive wreck of hulls created from ships from Bikini Atoll. And perhaps next session they will be confronting the Arc Dragon of Pollution. But you'll have to wait till Sunday for that. My schedule is on Twitter.
Quick question.
What? Lose my train of thought. Yes.
Does the dragon have wings?
No, it's a sea serpent.
Okay.
Anyway, background topic. So, my schedule is on Twitter as I have started announcing ever since I made that damn thing. So, the next stream will be Wuthering Ways on Thursday because I do not have Lance Arithmetic and everyone else this week. Have a good night, everyone. Rest well. Don't die till you see my next stream. That's not allowed.